I tried to hit the stream. Hopefully, it's working. I'm still setting up people's names. So I'm at MaidenAriana right now. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, looks
I'm the
like we're
Astro Cult
live.
now. Okay.
All
We're
right.
live.
Yeah, so people,
Hey.
if you're in Discord with me, don't tune into Griffin's stream. Go to my stream in Discord so people can see the stuff live. And yes, I know some people's names are still incorrect, but let's go around and give some quick introduction. Starting with CitizenHer. How are you doing? Tell people who you are.
I'm doing well. Hi, I'm CitizenHer. I guess I'm a TikTok content creator. I've been playing Star Citizen for about a year and a half now, and yeah, I guess that's it.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
hmm
Uh, Fit the face. How about you? And tell us who you are.
I am Fist to Face, one half of New Soul. With Pops in Space, we do content creation for Star Citizen, as well as, as far as from videos to music. We do music for, Soul Citizens, you guys, as well as we do some music for Paul Shelley. We've done music for sorry, word is right there. Atmo Esports, as
Okay.
well. If you ever check us out on the intro music for the Stanton Seven, that's us. So yeah, just be on the lookout for us coming up soon. More projects.
Cool, cool. Thank you. Lady Ariana, tell us who you are, please.
I guess people in the Star Citizen community know me best as the producer and hostess of the Yacht Club, the weekly talk show on Wednesdays about Star Citizen. I also stream, of course, on my own channel. I'm I, my tagline is that I'm a IT lead architect by day and YouTube and Twitch creator by night. I also on YouTube have the retro technology channel with all the stuff behind me is not a fake background. That's actually the room I do all my streaming and everything from, and I work on all these machines. I also am the creator of Star Citizen, which is a Twitch chat streaming game that people can play while watching their favorite streamer, and that's coming to a lot more channels very soon. We currently have 7 people using it, so
Cool. Thank you
that's
for
what
that.
I've been up to.
And the other part of New Soul, Pop and Face. Give us your introduction, please.
I don't know how to introduce myself beyond what my son said. So, yeah, Pops in Space, and yeah, what my son said.
You're one half of New Soul. Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I brought my family, so they're introducing themselves.
Cool. Dark Knight. Yes. Yeah.
Yay.
What's it feel like no longer being so new in the Soul teams anymore? Because you got
Oh
a whole
man,
bunch of
I'm
people
old
after you.
now, man. What, 3 years now?
3 years.
Oh man, I'm almost OG. Wow, no, it's been a couple months since I've been on. I just realized that. So I'm glad to be here. Dark Knight 75, Soul Team here, and Star Citizen since 2019, and also known as DJ Dark Knight 75 on the People's Radio as a house DJ. So in the here at Area 18, you can see behind me here, hanging out at the DJ booth up there by the bar, and here to have some fun with the New Soul and Citizen Her and Maiden Ariana, and our 12-hour live stream. This is going so well. It's going really, really well. I'm proud
So
of
far,
us.
so
It's
hey,
going
don't jinx it.
so
Don't
far
jinx
so good. Yeah.
it. So yeah, people. Hopefully, people on YouTube had switched over to the new channel. The old channel, the old video didn't connect. We had to go to a new one. So hope people switch over, and if we did, I appreciate y'all coming back over to support us here. And I just want to say that we are doing a fundraiser for the St. Jude Children's Hospital. We've raised. trying to control my everything over here. Okay, $3,930. As a matter of fact, Twinkle
All
Down
right.
donated $10 since I brought up the user interface. So thank you for that. And we
Thank
want
you.
to remind people that $4,000 we are giving away an RSI Apollo Triage with LTI. So we only need $70 more to meet that milestone before we give away our next ship. So appreciate that. Thank you.
Let's go.
And it's been going pretty well so far. I've been here for
Yep.
4 hours now. Well, I got here around 9 o'clock, but we started 3
Yeah,
hours
good
ago.
job, brother.
So, no, thank you.
Good
Thank you very much.
job.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
We haven't had to spring a joke ban on you yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy, please,
Hey.
please.
Hey.
Yeah.
And
But
3,
DK, you
2,
just
1.
yeah.
Here it comes.
You think that
All right, so I think we're going to cover some couple of topics here. We're going to talk about CitizenCon. So we're going to talk about first up is what we expect to see in CitizenCon. And well, first up, I got a quick question to go around the table. Who here will be going to CitizenCon first? By show of hands or CitizenHer, you can tell us if you're going or not. You want CitizenCon? You going there?
No, I would not be at CitizenCon, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. So everyone else, with show of hands, you going to CitizenCon? Yes or no?
I can't make it this year, folks.
So 4 out of 6 of us are going. So CitizenHer and DK are not going. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So yes, the first question. Now the quick question, but the first question is, what do you expect to see? So I'm gonna start with CitizenHer. What do you expect to see at CitizenCon? You're gonna be at home streaming, watching, I assume. Be thankful you don't have to pay $20. We talked about that in the previous segment. So yeah, what do you expect to see at CitizenCon?
I honestly have no idea. This is like my first CitizenCon. I don't think there was one last year when I first started playing. So I'm hoping to see any new ships being dropped. I know people are talking about like an RSI mining ship. So I'm hoping to see something like that. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to expect.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this will be your first one. Yeah, this will be your first one. Yeah, cool. All right. Face to face. Really expecting to see it at CitizenCon. This will also be your first one, correct?
Yeah, this would be my first one as far as a convention, like a con. Like,
Like first
you know,
one
like,
you're going to, but you
right,
attended
exactly.
the streaming
I-
one
I've-
previously.
Right, exactly. What I expect to see there, from what I've heard around, from other people as well, but I expect to hear news from about as far as obviously Pyro, and as well as hear maybe some tidbits about Squadron 42. That's the main thing that I
Iron Squadron
expect.
42. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much what everyone is expecting.
Right.
All right, cool. MaidenAriana.
I think what I'm hoping to see an update on is stuff to do with the economy. Like, is it Quanta or Quant? I forget what they call the overriding, like, deep level background of the economy that they're developing or that's coming in the future. That's like working with Star Citizen and seeing how the commodities have to be adjusted so much every time a new ship comes out, especially like the whole sea coming out and everything. It's a lot more interesting to me now to understand what's going to happen and how they're going to keep that being something that's fluid and adjusting. And of course, when they talked about it before, it affects the missions in the area and everything else. I look forward to just hearing more about that and seeing hopefully how soon the more dynamic stuff's going to come to Star Citizen, to the PU. That's one thing.
And will this be your first one or first one attending or no?
First one attending, yes.
Okay.
I've of course watched a bunch of them, and I've been a backer since 2013, so I've been following for a long time and keeping apprised of everything. But first one in person. And I'll actually be at the Ultima booth with Skellion for quite a bit of it. So.
Oh, you're one of the what do you call them? Community booths. Yeah, people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yep.
Citizen will also have a community booth. So maybe we'll be next to each other. But yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, definitely. Booth neighbors, that'd be fun.
Pops, how about you? What are you expecting from
Oh,
Citizen
I'm just
Con?
going out there for Roscoe's Fried Chicken and Waffles, and I'm just gonna stop by.
That's right.
You know, that's my plan. You know,
That's
fly
one
out.
afternoon. You have the whole weekend.
Hey, I'm gonna be outside eating a whole bunch of chicken. I lost 60 pounds this summer, so I
Oh,
can eat
congratulations!
as much as I want.
Right.
So here's the question: Are you bringing your own hot sauce? Because you look like that kind of dude.
No, I don't. My son does hot sauce. I don't. I can't stand the smell of hot sauce.
Fisherman, you bringing your own hot sauce? You gonna carry something in your back pocket?
Well, listen, since Roscoe's is, from what I understand, Roscoe's is Roscoe's. Hopefully, Roscoe's either has some Red Hot or some Crystals, or I forget what's the other one. Texas Pete sauce. You know, so I don't bring my own hot sauce.
Oh,
but
you know,
I'm
you're
not
not
like
one of
that.
those. You're not one of those.
No.
All right.
I do applesauce.
DK, how about you? What are you expecting from Citizen Con?
Well, since I can't be there, I'm gonna watch it on stream like CitizenHer. But you know, we'll have, I'm sure, our own little watch parties going on online, and of course Twitch will be live streaming, so that'll be fun. But I look forward to hearing the hearing some information about Squadron 42. I have some expectations. I mean, I don't expect them to be met, but but at least these are things that I expect them to do if CIG wants to hold themselves, together throughout the next year. Certain things like, let's talk about Squadron 42. What's going to happen? I hope to hear, at least next fall, some kind of we expect a time frame of next fall, perhaps, to release a Squadron 42. That would be nice to hear, something like that. I'm hoping. But I really do look forward to hearing what's going to happen with everything that's related to server meshing and AI tech in general, and how all of this is coming together through 4.0 and what we could expect as far as like you were talking about MaidenAriana, the economy system and things like that, and all of that stuff that's tied in together. I want to see what's going to happen with that, because that ties into my gameplay, which is passenger gameplay. So I want to see what's going on with that and see what directions they're heading. So, and of course, they're going to show ships. They're not going to show my E1. That's the one I want to see.
Yeah, buddy, but oh
But,
well.
but oh well, so be it. I'll be patient. But I'm interested in hearing what's happening with all of that, because this is a big tech heavy year. 4.0 is going to be a tech. We'll get to that, but it's a very tech heavy year, and so there's a lot of stuff in the back end that I'm really interested in, because I know that that's going to push us forward into next year, which is likely going to be the biggest. I'm not going to say it. Going to be a great year for Star Citizen.
Okay.
But it's good. But I am looking forward. This is going to be a fun 2-day event. This is going to be an exciting 2-day event. There's going to be a lot of great live streams. There's going to be a lot of great, videos that are coming out, parties and things like that. And I'm sure there's going to be local parties all over the place. So it's going to be fun to watch this bigger type of event, as opposed to when I got started, where it was just, I think 2018 it just got done, and then 2019 was planned, and then everything just got wiped under the rug. So, yeah, this will be an exciting one. I'm looking forward to it.
New York, thank you for the $50 donation to the fundraiser. We're at $39.80 now. We only need $20 more before we get to the next giveaway. So $20 until we can give away the RSI Apollo triage. So thank you for that donation. And thank everyone so far who's given.
Thank you.
And if you're already given, make sure you send the information on to your friends who may not have given, or tell them to tune in and try to win a free ship. So yeah, thank you for that. Okay, so yes, this is a special panel, and I'm not sure if DK is familiar with this, but this is a New Soul oriented panel because they put together a video a couple of, well, what did it say, a couple of weeks ago, a week and a half ago,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, a
Right.
couple of weeks
Yeah,
ago.
probably.
It's been all the ways, as they say on the interwebs, right? So, I think what can you tell us about the video so far,
Um, well, I mean,
and not just
we
that,
want
just tell them about the participation of people who are here too.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we started the video well, we started the video back what, December or so from last
Yeah,
year
December of last year.
of last year.
Sounds
We
right.
Yeah, about that right time. So, we was thinking about doing. We always wanted to do things, obviously in Star Citizen, obviously when we came into the community, because to kind of give a little short background, we always had that bug of wanting to do content and stuff like that, and just for the fun of it, and stuff like that in other games. Because I played DC Universe online for about 10 years or so, and it was a young lady in there named AIM. Her name was AIM for the knee, and she did videos and stuff like that, and it inspired me, and everything. But to the point about of the project, we did the project and we wanted to like really showcase from what we knew of pyro, and we wanted to really base it around something more than just showing the planets. And we got the idea from Kai that why don't we do an all girl, not an all girl but an all women cast, or chips. I'm sorry, the word is eluding me. Apologies.
Right.
But so yeah, so we did that. We reached out to Alfie, and Alfie was a big tremendous help in getting us CitizenHer, Kitty, a Cupcake, Lizzie B, so on and so etc. to fill out the cast. And it's just been a tremendous experience to be able to work with them, and definitely looking forward to doing more. I don't want to give too much away of the video, but the
Right.
video is on Pyro, and it's basically based around them.
Actually, I want to say this. Well, before Artie, there was Maiden. So
Right, that is
Maiden was
true. Yes, I'm sorry.
actually the first person we reached out to. She's like the rock. She's always there anytime we need something. And it's really what we wanted to do. Something that was based around the community. That was the niche that we wanted to go for. Everybody kind of goes out and they do their thing and that, but what we want to do is that nucleus is the crew,
Right.
of these wonderful people, and I'm going to put it at that. And they're going to be going out, but we're going to be pulling people from other content creators. You don't have to be a content creator. We're just going to pull people. I am very happy to be here. Yeah, I'm happy to be here too.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we're going to pull people from time to time. The next ones that are going to be coming up are going to be more action based. There's a lot of things we have to learn. We have to learn Houdini. I have to go further into Unreal Engine 5 animation, things like that. So hopefully we will improve
Metahuman, yeah.
Right, and more into metahuman. Maiden Citizen knows about the trouble we had with the hair going on,
Right.
and yeah,
Right.
and I'm glad that kind of got worked out in the end, because I was scrambling around. I was like, Maiden, I gotta change your hair. Maiden was like, oh boy, oh no, I love the hair, and but these are
Right.
things that happen. But
Right.
it's really community hub,
Really-
and thank you so much to
Yeah.
them.
Really quick before you go to I'm sorry, go ahead.
Real quick, I just want to say thank you for the follow, Flymo Ninja, and we did hit our milestone of $4,000. So
Oh,
we'll be
all
Nice,
right.
congrats.
starting the giveaway soon. But what were you going to say, Fist?
Okay.
Now, I was just gonna say before you go to MaidenAriana and CitizenHer about their process. I mean, their time in doing it with us. I just wanted to say about the reason why we went to Unreal Engine for doing it is of course number one, we didn't have access to obviously all of the assets of Pyro. So and stuff like that. So we had to create a lot of these things from our own and stuff like that. But yeah.
Yeah. So Maiden,
Absolutely.
tell us about your participation, please.
So basically they contacted me I guess it was just before Christmas time last year, and they asked me to just kind of lend my voice and do a few recordings, and I don't know, I was a little nervous about doing it just because the act of trying to do voice acting when nothing's in front of you, like you're not actually interacting with the other people, it is challenging. It's a little hard. So what I was doing was just recording the same line over and over again, saying it a variety of different ways, and imagining somebody, like different people in front of me in different emotional states too, and trying to give them something to work with, and they know
Right.
more of the situation, and the situation might even change when they're working on it. So that was just the essence of what I was trying to do for them. It's kind of cool too because I was using an older audio. I'm trying to remember the name of the program I was using because I'm so, I love using some of the original stuff. Well, Audacity, I guess it's not that old anymore, but
Right. Yeah.
and then I would even listen back to my stuff in Winamp because I just like the using the older tech when I can. But I think too the just being part of that, the whole project is awesome because when you see that they had done a ton of work ahead of well, prior to what the finished product looks like now, they had done a ton of work in a totally different platform, almost like the story of CIG with Star Citizen. They had to go back to like square one in a lot of their work. So just thank you both for sticking with it and actually like the finished product is totally amazing, and you wouldn't know you had to start all over again and redo so much work. So it's
Right.
amazing what you've done.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Let's. Yeah.
Pulling through and doing this it's
just want to
very
let people know.
impressive.
Thank you.
Just want to let people know the giveaway has started. Exclamation point ticket to enter. We'll probably just run it throughout the video. But CitizenHer, I'll let you comment and then we'll show the video.
Right, awesome. Yeah, they Pops and Fist reached out to me roughly around the same time, towards the end of last year, and I was I was kind of shocked. I wasn't expecting like anyone to like really reach out for a project of this scale. The end result is amazing. So much like what MaidenAriana said, thank you both. And the actual recording of the lines for me wasn't really too difficult because I was already kind of doing voiceovers and like role play content on TikTok. So I kind of felt like I was like, doing something that I already enjoyed as a hobby.
Thank you for the
See,
follow
made
with the
her.
doc.
Happy to have you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like the process of recording the lines. Much like what MaidenAriana said, I would sit there, say it in different tones, different like pretend like I'm pretty much like acting in a way. I did have an interest in being an actress when I was younger, so I have a lot of work to do for my own purposes, but it was fun to be a part of the project.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
All right.
one of the things that I wanted to touch on was that reason why we didn't put it in front, like usually you would do previs and put the scenes in front of them. we had a lot of complications in the beginning, whether or not we were going to do it in Unreal, whether or not we were going to do it in Blender. And it was just a lot of back and forth on the tech and trying to understand it. So that was the reason why in the beginning. But continue. I'm sorry, Fast. I just wanted to throw that in
No
there.
problem. All right, so yeah, we're going to show about 10 minutes of this, then come back and talk about it some more. So here we go. Hopefully this works.
Radio station, and we wish to
Okay, it's doing my bad. Hold on.
crew a safe voyage in the pyro, and this is your DJ Fast Card.
Hey, I'm gonna play an oldie by Fifth Harmony, remix by New Soul.
You're listening to DJ Fastcard.
Okay, playing a long pre-show.
Who's swiping the credit card to pay for this fuel?
There's Fist.
Buster, go shake
Hey,
down one
buddy,
of
I
those
think they're-
passengers for
yeah.
some UEC.
Oh, they have to add us to the queue, I think.
Just kidding. Ozzy, let's rock.
You know I'm not the best pilot.
They have to add us.
You've got this. Show them what you're working with.
Danger! Show them what you're working with.
Pre-show queue.
Oh, okay. I see you, Buster. Offie, girl, you still got this. Shift this baby into low,
Yeah,
then
because
push her into
I'm
high
in.
gear, and we can get the heck up out of here.
Yeah, I'm in the Ninja League as well. Me and the cats. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we have to go to live
Greetings,
studio,
Captain
I
Jameson.
think. Here.
I'm Captain Verity of the Guy Buford. We'd like to extend an invitation to you and
Oh, it
all your
says
guests
channel locked,
aboard the
okay.
Nichelle Nichols and a celebratory
Yeah.
party.
He's got to drag us
Fastcard
down.
the Legend is the special guest DJ, and the Soul Dancers will also be performing.
Oh, fast card.
Also, we have special
um,
guests Sandy Roberts,
oh.
Katrina Twitch Nair, Jared Disco Lando Huckabee, and Bender. We'll catch up with you in Pyro after expedition.
sorry.
Enjoy the trip and safe travels.
Thank you, Captain Verity. We would love to get some R&R after this trip to Pyro.
Everyone, we've just been invited to a celebration on the Guy Buford after this trip into Pyro. I cannot wait. I need to party after this.
I'm not sure I can do this.
That's right, Athi. Don't kill us because I want to shake my groove thing later.
I want to see everybody shake their groove thing.
Shake it, groove thing, shake it, groove thing, yeah, yeah. Show 'em how we do it now.
How about everyone take a chill pill?
What's a chill pill?
It's an old 20th century saying to chillax. Relax, be calm.
Hold the ship here. All cleared and ready to send nav data to the jump computer.
The jump data is on the nav computer and ready for you, Athi.
I'm not sure I can do this. Going in. This should be fun.
This is open to us now. Our eagerness
Hi, I'm Chris Roberts. And I'm reading up Star Citizen.
must take. Must fully share. Far and beyond the increases I had earlier requested for space activity, to provide the funds which are needed to meet the following national goals. First, I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth.
In 2469, the watch officer of the Roustabout, an Earth-flagged tanker moving through the Kano system, noted a gravitic anomaly 30,000 kilometers off the transport's port bow. A detailed report was sent to the ship's corporate owners, Pyrotechnic Amalgamated, but no action was taken. Years later, when Pyrotechnic was seeking new mining territories, they began reviewing old scan records when it noted the original report from the Roustabout. They dispatched an explorer to the region and formally discovered Pyro. The Pyro system is desolate, harsh, and hard for life to succeed. The star is hostile, sending out waves and waves of solar radiation, making settlement and exploitation of the system nearly impossible by normal means. Despite the warning from their explorer, Pyrotechnic Amalgamated went ahead to try and conquer this violet star, an action that would prove to be their death knell, and the bones of this company are now the homes of many a ne'er-do-well, like parasites surviving on a rotting corpse. As a result, it's the home of pirates, outlaws, rebels, and those who wish to remain outside of the UEE protection. It's also the home to the pirate outpost of Ruin Station, said to be the thing that killed Pyrotechnic Amalgamated. 6 harsh planets remain, only a few of which are capable of supporting life. Every planet in the system is at some level of decay. Any improperly shielded spacecraft will sustain residual damage from Pyro's star. Between the harsh environments, the hostile gangs, and its remote distance, Pyro truly remains at the edge of humanity's empire, and harkens back to the old saying, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here."
Do a joke, man.
Thank you for that.
I
Thank you
was
for
like,
that.
that's right.
Man,
Yeah, yeah,
Thank you for
that's
that.
a joke, man. That's a real one.
Ah, that's the way to do a joke, man. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. As I said, was saying before, I was so really moved by myself. That is the video from New Soul called Cyber Citizens. I put the link in chat. Please go and upvote them and check out the rest of the video. I think I ended it at a good spot. So yeah, I have anything more to say about that? Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna throw it real quick. That was some of the coolest sugar honey iced tea I've ever seen. Y'all know that.
All right,
You know what I
appreciate
mean when I
you.
say sugar honey iced
I get it.
right?
I get it.
I
get
watched
you.
that when we did the live premiere of that. Man, thank you so much for those subscriptions.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you,
you,
guys.
Anonymous, for those gifts there.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And
Yeah.
just a
But yeah, at
reminder,
the premiere,
just a reminder, we are doing a giveaway for the Apollo triage. We have 6 to 7 people so far. I'm gonna let it run a couple of more minutes before we end it and run it. And we're gonna have James Brown tell us if he feels good a few more times. But I just want to say we do appreciate the subs. We really do appreciate the subs. But during the 12-hour live stream, we really appreciate it more if you would donate to the children's fundraiser. So yes, we're trying to reach. Well, we have a goal of $10,000 before October 22nd, the CitizenHer weekend. But if we could hit $5,000 today, that would just really make a lot of people here happy. So thank you for that. All right, so go ahead, TK. You're saying?
No, so I was just gonna say. So we were there at the premiere, and if you get a chance to watch it, chat, please go and watch it after this section here. And talking to New Soul, but check it out, please. But the amount of work that New Soul and everyone participated in this is just amazing, and the time taken, the care taken, the details that you put into this, it's just absolutely amazing. Every single one of you, all of you here, did just an amazing job, and of course I had the pleasure of being a part of this, and of course my scene was there, and it was the best scene in the whole film. You know it was.
Wait. Your scene was the best? No.
Yeah, you know
I'm
what?
going to ban you from here. No.
Oh my goodness.
But
We
those
got
who
a smoke machine for fast car.
DK has started a fight.
Uh-oh. Yeah. DK was the F8 pilot that came through the jump gate. So
That's right.
For those
I came through
who
first.
yeah.
Now, y'all can ban me all you want. You know when I'm in control, the band don't work. It's like on Thursday. When Griffin comes back, the band will work. But Griffin's not here right now, so I'm in absolute power. So, yeah, okay. All right.
But that was great, guys. Yeah.
I think that's enough of that. I'm going to give it another 10 seconds before I close the giveaway. People have one last chance to type an exclamation point ticket before they get in. Yeah, people are getting in. Oh, you have 2 minutes ticket, so okay. All right, so yeah. I'm going to give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's closed. Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna give it to CitizenHer. CitizenHer, you're the newcomer here. I'm gonna let you do a 5-second countdown so we can pick the winner. So give me a 5-second countdown, please.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the winner is Big Dada Boom. Is that a Fifth Element reference? I get that. Big Dada Boom. Are you here?
Congrats.
You know, it's funny. I actually like that movie. Pops hates it.
Yeah.
There it is. Woohoo! Big Dada Boom. Congrats. Just want to say,
I probably have to rewatch it. You know.
Just want to say, Big Dada Boom, congratulations. You're the winner of the RSI Apollo triad with LTI. If you would please send your RSI email address to SoulCitizen. With S on the end, soulcitizens@gmail.com, and we can send it on your way. So let me make sure I have your name right here before the winner. Won the Apollo LTI. Big Dada Boom.
Congrats, Big Dada Boom.
Yep.
Congrats.
All right, so I'm gonna mark this as complete and done. All right, so now our next giveaway is at what is it? I just need to make sure I get the right number before I say the wrong thing. Okay, so our next giveaway is at $5,000. We're giving away an airspace pack. So what do we got? We have 4,000 here, so $1,000 more dollars. We can give away our next giveaway. So please go ahead and start donating to Children's Hospital. Thank you.
Yeah, DK's got it. Don't worry about DK's got that.
Yeah, almost right now. And don't forget, if you can't donate, you could always send the link to a friend or someone you know who's who's into contributing and things like that that might want to contribute and participate in helping us out as well and helping reach the goal. So it's
Thank
not
you for
always
that.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to say one last thing. Thank you to everyone that participated, but I do want to say that this is one of the things that really made the whole thing worthwhile. Kitty 8 told us she sat her family down with her nieces and nephews to watch this. They had a movie night at home to watch this, and they were, they were there. They were like, Aunt Kitty, oh, that's you, and everybody has. Maiden knows how I feel about her. Citizen, Authy, all of them. But that really just summed everything up when she told me about that.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely big shout out to the crew and as well as all of the content creators that helped us along with this project, all the narrators and voices that everybody who lend their voice to the project. We all appreciate it. And we also appreciate you, the community.
Yeah, we all do. The community is why we do
right.
this week in and week out. So yeah. But yeah, so glad you New Souls, you two had fun putting it together. I hope, right?
Oh yeah, I mean it was
a labor of love is what they say, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
It definitely was a learning experience. To keep it short, it was frustrating and fun at the same time. Just learning the software, learning and understanding, the complications that came with it, and next time we'll, that's like I said, we're taking a hiatus to just really deep dive into the software to be able to do a lot more with it. We'll be doing a lot more shorter content, but it'll be more of a series over time. So like Pop said, it'll be more action based and stuff like that to really get deep into it.
All right, cool.
And
Oh, so we're
Maiden-
at the. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, and Maiden is, I told her she is going to have a bigger role, and since Maiden is, I'll just give everybody a little hint. Maiden is a robotics person, and there's going to be a lot more robots and fighting in upcoming episodes.
So y'all are going to make your own anime next time,
Yeah.
right?
Pretty much.
Instead of an anime.
Well, you have in a way inspired us, so we'll talk about that later. But
Cool. All right, so yes, we're at the top of the hour. We generally rotate. I don't know if anyone wants to stay or stick around. Well, let me ask this: does anyone want to stay for another hour? You can, but you do have to make room for at least one person to rotate. Oh my God, Nocturne! Thank you for the $100 to the fundraiser.
wow.
Thank you. So we're at $900
Wow.
left before our next giveaway. Thank you for that. Yeah. So anyone want to stick around, or who have to leave? Put it that way.
I'll drop out, and
You'll drop out?
everyone else can stay. Yeah. How's that?
Okay.
I'll stick around if you don't say any jokes.
He can't guarantee that.
You gotta go. You gotta go home. But you gotta get out of here.
Ooh, look at that! Look at that! I tried, Chad. I tried.
No. If
tried.
you want to stick around, you can. Yeah.
Nah, I know. I'm just messing.
So yeah. CitizenHer, you want to stick around? MaidenAriana, you want to stick around?
Sure. Stick around for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stick around.
Okay.
I'll stick around for
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So
Throw
Pops, you're
me
dropping
out.
out. All right.
Throw
Take
me
care,
out.
Pops.
Give me the boot.
You can go ahead and drop out, Pops. 30K. No, I'm kidding.
I'm just
Hey, here.
Wow.
He's over in the other room.
I don't even know how to get out of here.
Just close the window and
See y'all.
and
Take care,
the
everybody.
tab. Take care, man.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to copy these links. We are joined by Fist and Java. So let me I'm doing this live as I say. So give me a moment while I put this in. and I had to
Okay.
edit the
Oh, that's
name.
cool.
Mr. Jawa.
Hey, how
What's
are you
up?
guys?
Hey, guys.
Welcome. How
Hey,
you
it's
guys
great to be
doing?
back. Doing
Yeah.
great, Dark Knight.
Great to see you guys. It's been a while.
Yeah, how you been?
Man, doing great. Doing great. This is so much fun. It's been a great show today.
Oh, great.
3 hours so far. Going on 4 now.
41.
You
Wow.
ain't been here for no, you ain't been
Well,
here
I
that
know
long.
you. Well, I came in for like 15 minutes after we started, but not on this show. I was in the chat. So
How much sleep did you get last night, DK?
who, me?
Yeah.
Me? Oh, I don't know, a few hours, but I didn't stay up too late. I was trying to play some Star Citizen, and then there's a sales bug. Can't sell any of my mind ore.
Oh, can I ask? Is anybody getting that a big bug where I tried to sell stuff on the Hall C? It's like it spawns. The Hall C spawns literally in the station.
Yeah, I think they announced that. I
Haven't
think I
seen
was
that
on
yet.
a Reddit thread or something. Not a Reddit, a Spectrum thread or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some crazy things going on in there, but we're all having fun. How have you guys been having fun in there?
Yeah, we tried to a little bit to try to do a little bit of cargo to understand it. Right now we just said, you know what, we'll leave it there. Maybe the next patch might fix it. Don't know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just kind of left my ship there. It just said, "Yep, well, I'm not selling this, and the ship's not moving." So I guess
Right. See, I mean, and that was kind of a bad thing. I know we discussed this before too, but it was kind of a thing where it was like, okay, you have to sell the way you have to do it. You have to go to the kiosk, say you want to sell it, and then go back to your ship, and then go to a designated area, offload it, and then the transaction is complete. I was like, okay, that's a little bit of an odd game loop.
Odd? Something Star Citizen doing something odd? That never happens.
No, never.
Yeah.
Ever. Mm-mm.
TM.
I've been loving the Arena Commander update so far. It's been fun. I got the new
That's something
FanDuel
interesting.
Spectrum badge too.
Same here.
You did the swarm?
I did, yeah. Last night with the Sip and Search crew, we were in there and they're like, "Don't even bother engaging, don't attack." And I'm like, "But they're shooting at me. I have to respond." So I killed 8 of them. I was proud of myself. The swarm is a true swarm. It's massive, so it's very different than you're used to in that mode. So,
yeah.
Were you flying solo or were you flying in a multi-crew ship?
I was in. Well, the new mode just gives you with the master modes. FanDuel Swarm only gives you the Gladius.
Oh, okay.
So I was in the Gladius.
Fun.
Oh,
It's challenging. It's fun.
You know something?
That was
I made a mistake. We do have one more person in here. SpaceTomato. Let me drag him in. SpaceTomato is coming in too. So we only need one more person to drop out. My bad. Sorry about that. SpaceTomato, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Hello.
Hello. You have the link for the video.
I do, and I can put that on right now.
Thank you. So yeah, we do need one person to drop out. I apologize. That was my
Well,
mistake.
I could drop. I have to fix my computer anyway.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Nice to
Didn't mean to kick people out.
Bye, CitizenHer.
CitizenHer, it's great having you here.
Love you.
Everyone, check out her TikTok.
Her TikTok,
Yeah.
yes. Please search her. CitizenHer on TikTok.
Her on TikTok. DK, you should have permission. We can put that in if you want.
Yeah, so I'm looking it up right now.
SpaceTomato.
Tomato.
Yes, how are you there, Space? Shout out to Space for being in the project as well.
Great project. Thank you so much for involving me there.
Yes, you and your wife. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And pardon me, folks, I'm trying to do this live, so as soon as I get this last one in, we will be ready to continue. But first, we'll continue on a discussion about CitizenCon. SpaceTomato, are you going to CitizenCon?
I am. Yes.
And this will be your, how many CitizenCons have you been to?
Oh, this will be my first.
Your first CitizenCon, cool.
Yeah, I've not been to a CitizenCon or a Bar Citizen or anything.
Oh wow! So you're gonna get the whole shebang in one go.
I'm a newbie.
What are you looking forward to?
Just meeting people, and I've been in this community for I don't know, regularly for like 7-8 years, and I've been making content for it for like 4. I've met a lot of people, seen a lot of faces, and read a lot of names, and I want to start putting voices, and it's like it's different from seeing somebody on a screen or something. And I'm just looking forward to meeting all the people I've been hanging out with for the last few years.
Yeah, that sounds like me. Fish, how about you? How many Citizen Cons have you been to, and what are you looking forward to?
Yeah, Jawa and I are going to this year's Citizen Con. It'll be our first in-person Citizen Con. So we've been to One Bar Citizen in Denver as well, where we met Dig, and that was a lot of fun. And Jake was there and stuff. But yeah, looking forward to just same as SpaceTomato was saying, meeting people and putting faces to names and taking some selfies, I guess. And we actually have a couple. I think one member of our community going as well, and so that'll be cool to meet them. And what about you, Joe? I see him every day, so
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it as well. Yeah, I have a very understanding boss, and I'm taking an extra day after CitizenCon off as well. So when we fly home, poor Fist has to go back to work, and I'll be sleeping in. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing a lot of you guys. SpaceTomato, I'm looking forward to shaking your hand, and yeah, it's really looking forward to it. Bar Citizen was an absolute blast, and if you're going to add that many more people to it, I think it's really going to be cool.
Looking forward to meeting you, man.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way,
apparently.
Yeah. Hope you guys don't mind. I brought my kids with me here. Yeah. And SpaceTomato, you were a lot better looking about 5 minutes ago. Up there in your picture.
Which picture was it? Is the better side?
Yeah.
All
It was.
right,
Who was it?
You got me good on that one. You got me good with that one. It's great to have folks here. Thank you for joining us at the top of the hour.
Yes, welcome.
Sorry for
It's
the
great.
technical things. You know how it is. With 12-hour life.
What did I miss?
Joining. Well, real quick. Big Vodadum. Thank you for the gift sub. So you asking, what did you miss? Did you see the new Soul video?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so that was the last hour, and you might have missed the After Pub and them and a couple other people. That's all.
Okay.
No big deal.
we were actually just doing an org meeting, trying to prepare for all the stuff that they're doing right now, dropping 3.21. But I won't get us off topic. Sorry.
No problem. Maiden, you were going to say something?
I was just gonna. I think SpaceTomato was asking what he missed as far as us joking about the image. It was CitizenHer's image still on the screen.
Oh,
She was using a splash screen image, and so
yes.
that's what they
That was
meant.
definitely my
Yeah.
better side. That makes sense.
I mean, there are plenty of filters that SpaceTomato could use to make them look,
Oh yeah. How do you know I'm not wearing a filter right now? Maybe that was my
Exactly.
real form.
He is the filter.
Please, let's not encourage fast card. All right.
Hey, and tell
Everybody
Griffin
got
to
channel
back.
points.
And tell Griffin to get back. So okay, so you talk about CitizenCon. I think we covered those three. So actually we didn't do did we do introduction for Fist and Java? I know we did one for SpaceTomato.
No.
So I might have. Okay,
No.
thank you. So Fist and Java, tell us about yourselves.
go ahead, Jawa. Take it away.
Let's see. I'm Jawa. I like long walks on the beach, and no. Let's see. Yeah, I'm half of the Fist and Jawa crew. That's and, not ing. And we've Fist and I have been friends for years, and he's the one that got me into this money pit. I mean, wonderful program. So I hang out on Thursday nights with the B team. That's one of our streams on YouTube and on Twitch. And then every Sunday morning, we have the Java with Jawa stream on Twitch. And yeah, I enjoy doing some mining today. Well, we did some illegal salvaging, but we didn't salvage. We rescued cargo and went off and sold it. So that's what we did on today's stream. We had a lot of fun. So
upstanding citizens.
Hey, we were cleaning up that get the drugs out of the poor
Right.
kid hands. Right? Yeah.
Getting them out of circulation, of course.
Yeah.
And Fitz,
So,
how about you? No, sorry, I thought you were done. My bad.
Oh no, I was going to say you fist. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the other half of Fist and Jawa. A&D, not ING. And you got an audience member, Kalis, who came up with that. He's in the chat. Yeah, I mostly do the Thursday stream, the B team. When you can't get the A team, you call on the B team. And I stream with Jawa. We make videos, a lot of guides and stuff like that. And it's been a rough past 3 months or so, content wise, just because the state of the game. And so Joe and I are kind of getting back into the community. And I mean, we've always been there for our stream, but having content to make videos on and things like that, it's been rough going, even though SpaceTomato seems to come out with stuff all the time.
Oh man, I'm scraping the barrel.
By the way, for the newcomers, SpaceTomato or Fish and Java, if you want to click on my stream in Discord, you can follow us and you can hear the audios and stuff and see everybody at one time. So go ahead and follow me. Just look at my stream in Discord. And thank you for the raid. Let me get the name right. Trying to find it again. The raid.
Red Monster.
Okay,
SC.
Red Monster. Thank you. Red Monster SC. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate you coming. Welcome, Raiders. We're doing a 12-hour live stream for St. Jude Children's Hospital charity fundraiser. We're at 4,100. Are we still at 41? Yeah, 4,100. When we reach $5,000, we will do a giveaway for the Air and Space Pack at $5,000. But our ultimate goal is to hit $10,000, and we will give away a Endeavor Master Set. But we have until October 22nd to do that. But we do want to hit $5,000 at least by the day, so we can give away a whole bunch of stuff. So welcome, Raiders, and sit back and relax and enjoy. We're joined by New Soul, MaidenAriana. Very happy to have you. Thank you for the follow. MaidenAriana, JawaSparky, Fish25, Dark Knight is my co-host, so it's cool. Matter of fact, speaking of the charity fundraiser, I'm going to do a video so people can see what they're donating to. So let's check that out.
I didn't know babies could have cancer. Basically, your worst nightmare come to life. We thought we were losing our daughter, and then when we came to St. Jude, everything changed.
I know St. Jude is the reason that I'll have my son now and into the future. The goal is that these children live and that they can thrive for the rest of their lives, and I'm just thankful for that.
11 years that I've been in remission, and St. Jude was my hero, so I was like, let me be someone else's hero.
Es posible que un problema tan horrible como el cáncer infantil nos traiga a todos juntos. De hecho, ocurre esto cada día aquí en St. Jude.
I believe we should take our purpose, mission, like St. Jude, and we should help other people. And St. Jude has always been about helping other people.
I want to be a part of this. I want to be able to spread the word to support as much as I can.
It warms your heart because you're helping somebody in need.
It really is inspiring to know that we have people that are out there fighting for us so that we can fight for these kids.
El regalo más grande que St. Jude me ha dado es poder ver crecer a mi hijo.
Let's cure childhood cancer.
Together.
We are back. Yeah, so that's what this fundraiser is all about, raising money for the children. Okay, yeah, I can put the link in again. So no, unfortunately we don't have a charity link, but I'll put it in again. There it is. Thank you for that. Yes. And also, if you just want to use the QR code, you look at the lower left and use a phone, and you can enter it there too. So yeah. All right. Still talking about CitizenCon. Uh, so here's a question for everyone: what does the community need to see at CitizenCon? So that's kind of a deep question. What does the community need to see? I'm going to go to eeny, meeny, miny, MaidenAriana. What does the community need to see from CitizenCon this year?
I think the community overall, in some of the past Citizen Cons, there's been some, there's the memes and the joking about certain things that were presented that end up being, pie in the sky, far future, if at all, type things. And I think what the community really needs to see is something concrete and real that's coming very, very soon. And I think that's going to reignite a lot of the excitement for all of us. Because, this year has been a pretty good year, I think, as far as what's been released, and keeping that momentum going is going to be huge. And so I have some pretty strong faith that that's going to happen this year. It's LA. It's them finally getting back to this huge Citizen Con, and they're going to deliver something amazing to us, I know. So I'm really excited, and I just I hope that's what happens, and I hope it's something that's concrete and coming within like the next 6 months to a year, because that's just going to get everyone going again, and get the Star Citizen name back out there to the forefront for not just our community, but the gaming community in general.
Cool, thank you for that. I just want to clarify. Yes, only Soul Team community members can put in links. If you have something like someone on the stream team from someone on the stream right now who wants to put something in, you can tell them to one of the people on one of our guests, and they can send me the link in a DM. So thank you. Yeah, just to protect people from unwanted links. So sorry about that. All right, Fifth Face. What do you believe the community need to see at this year's CitizenCon?
I think for me, I think we need to kind of see Squadron 42. Not saying we need to see a date, but I think folks need to see something that makes them feel like, okay, I can really sink my teeth into this. I know Pyro has been the last 2 Citizen Cons where they've showed the planetary tech, they've shown Ruin Station and all of that stuff, which is great. Don't get me wrong. But I think for me, again, I think Squadron 42 is just going to be that catalyst, to really just, I guess you could say, energize folks a little bit more that they've been kind of waiting for.
All right, thank you for that. SpaceTomato, what do you think the community needs to see from this year's CitizenCon?
I think it's a mixed bag. The community has proven that it's a very it is not a hive. There's a lot of different corners of the community that want to see very different things from Star Citizen. I think some people would absolutely need to see something about Squadron, right? They need to see Squadron 42 have some sort of, either the vertical slices out, there's some sign that we've seen a marketing push, and they're starting to act as if the game is coming out soon. Some indication that the game's coming soon, I think, would be good. But then there's also the people that I think just want to see something like server meshing working. They want to see the virtual AI system, these systems that have been talked about in CitizenCon for the last 4 years. They want to see those work. And they're both important. I don't know which one is more so. I mean, Squadron we need to see done and finished and out, but at the same time, like if we had a display of the PU running in a way that people have wanted to see for the last 3 to 4 years, with these new missions and factions and like a new space, I don't know, would people even care about Squadron if the PU looked like it was running that well? So I don't know what the community needs to see, but I would say it's between those two. A proper display of their next step in technology that they've been talking about over the last several years, or a proper display of Squadron 42, or both. That's
Yeah,
that's
right.
my vote. Cross my fingers.
Fist and Jawa, thank you for the $25 donation to the fundraiser. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome,
We're
brother.
That much
You're
closer
welcome.
to the 5,000 goal. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of Fist and Jawa, what do you think the community needs to see at CitizenCon this year?
Well, somebody put in chat that Pyro's, we've been on the road to Pyro ever since The Empire Strikes Back. But so I just think that it would be nice to see another system, something new, because we all remember the first time we were in the verse. And first thing Fist did was drag me up to PO so I couldn't get lost as easily. And explore out from there. So that's how I learned the game, and I think we're gonna have a lot more of that at Pyro because nobody knows, and it'll be exciting to check things out. But also, I think that it's important for the developers to see us there, not just virtually typing on a keyboard and doing everything virtually. I think it's important for them to see us, and that they have, a lot, I guess they've sold out on tickets. They have all these dedicated people, and they're not just, typing on a keyboard. They're actually there to talk to the devs. We were lucky to go to a Bar Citizen and talk to Jake, and he could talk about some things, he couldn't talk about others, but he really took a lot of what we said to heart, and he's a heck of a guy. So I'm hoping that the rest of them take the community as serious as Jake does.
Thank you for that. New Fist?
Well, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about Star Citizen right now, and I think Java knows this. Everybody goes through, I think, a honeymoon period with the game, to steal a line from Cobra TV. And when you first get in, you're amazed by the graphics and all the systems that are actually there and in place and all the things you can do. But after, years and the stagnation we see in development, it's frustrating, I think, to say the least. And it's not really the bugs to me so much. It's I need more to do. So what I want to see come out of CitizenCon is more of that, a reveal of the core tech, things like master modes and bounty hunting and all the things that have been promised for years and years and years on Inside Star Citizen and all those different shows that they do. And I'd like to see Chris Roberts actually come out and say something, kind of like he did in that Spectrum post. In the reply to that French streamer. I think the community is yearning for more information and more explanation of what's going on, and not necessarily dates, but why they're having issues. Things made a lot more sense once he explained that the entity graph database wasn't working, and I think that kind of eased my mind, saying they're working on it. Now we know there's a problem, and I can personally give them more time to work it out. And that's really what I want to see. I want to see the more core tech and more leading down that path. And if that means Squadron 42 has to do its stuff first, then so be it. And I also expect, hopefully, I'm hoping that we get to see some of the cast members for Squadron 42 maybe at CitizenCon. That would be...
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, I want a selfie with Luke Skywalker. You know what I mean? So,
Isn't he better known as Batman at this point? I'm not Batman. Joker
the
at this
Joker.
point. Isn't he better known as Joker at this point?
I'm an '80s kid. He's always Luke Skywalker to me.
I think younger people probably know him for Star Wars now.
That's true, yeah, because he came out in episode 8, and well, end of episode 7 and 8. Spoilers, sorry. 5-year-old movies, but yeah. So yeah, that is what the community needs to see. DK, what do you think the community needs to see?
I'm gonna kind of ride the piggyback what what Fist and Tomato, what you guys were kind of talking about, and I'm gonna lean towards more of tangible stuff. There's just a lot of things that the community needs to see that's tangible. What is happening? What's coming? Doesn't have to be like Fist said. It doesn't have to be a solid date, but information. It's not so much of this is what we don't want to see the pie in the sky stuff. And I see you, Kai. And, he's talking, about stuff that we want to see. It's not so much pie in the sky stuff, future stuff that's coming 3-4 years down the road. No, it's something that's more of what's happening in the next 6 to 12 months. What's happening, with Squadron 42? What's happening with 4.0? Pyro's on top of 4.0. I'm not, Pyro. We talked about Pyro. We've heard about Pyro. We already know Pyro's there. How
There's
is
a movie
Pyro
about
going
Pyro.
to get into? Was it? Yeah, I know, right? We got a movie about Pyro. Thank you, Fist. Fist to Face
Yeah,
and
right.
Pops to Face and everyone. We're writing movies about Pyro now. But but let's put how is it going to get into our hands? We know it's done, so we don't need to talk about the new outpost on this moon or in this area or the new space station. We've already heard it. We just want to know how is it going to get into our hands? What is the connection, from moving from where we are now at 3.21 in the BTU, working on the channels and to start bringing online those back end services little by little by little so that we can start getting those services in place so that Pyro can be put into the game officially. But how are we going to get there? So for me, it's more of I want to see the progress of the underlying tech, the say that it's working, that we are actually functionally putting it into testing, into the game that we are actually able to work with, and we're doing it little by little so that we can make sure that it's actually running when we launch Pyro. I don't think 4.0 has to be like, I don't think 4.0, in my opinion, is going to be like a 3.0 type of thing. I think it's going to be more iterative, and it's just going to be like, okay, now we can put all of that content in place now that that back end is completely solidified. We've done the testing, and all of that has been contained. I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but I want to hear, and for me, I want to hear words of Squadron 42. I think tangible information from that. We're in beta, quote unquote, supposedly, I guess. But give us an idea, a window of a launch date. We hear from gaming companies all the time. We're looking for a launch window of fall of 2024. Fall or winter 2024. That's a good window for them
Never
to
works.
put it in. That's a
Yeah,
really good
that
one.
never
No.
works.
We're not talking about old CIG. We're talking about CIG from now until the end of next year. We're talking about future CIG that has been putting patches out, that's been actually somewhat communicating a little bit better than I would say they probably had been in the previous years. For me, at least, it feels like a little bit better. Coming out and talking about problems that they're having and things like that, announcing things. We're seeing things showing up in the roadmaps. We're seeing things being completed in progress trackers and things. Of course, we know that's not indicative of something actually happening, but it is indicative of showing that progress is actually being done. And I think that if this sitcon is a presentation of all of the progresses that have been made on the various items that we are looking forward to, 4.0, the server meshing, and Squadron 42, I think it'll be a successful one, even if they don't launch anything. But if they at least give some real, tangible, hardcore information that we can look to and say, okay, they're actually doing it. this is actually happening. We can say, or I can say, Squadron 42 could come at the end of next year and feel good about saying that, as opposed to 2 years down the road, 2 years down the road. You know,
Right.
that's kind of
Okay.
where you see where I'm coming from. It's
Yeah.
kind of that kind of, you know, yeah.
All right. So, how about for you? What does the community need to say? Need to see? This year is a 2-day event as opposed to 1 day, so they're gonna have to fill that 2 days up with quite a few stuff. I'm sure Pyro will be in there somewhere. I'm sure Squadron 42 hopefully will be in there somewhere. But this is 2 days we're talking about, so I think community needs to see other stuff as well. I don't know if people remember this, but in 2016 they had a long roadmap. They went from 2 point whatever until 4.0. I mean, and you know, I wouldn't mind seeing an update of that roadmap. Maybe not have dates and stuff like that, like they did. I believe they had dates or expected timelines and something like that. But you know, give us an updated what do you, what have been achieved since that time, since the last roadmap update, and you know, give us a long form, because I know, you know, they took out the extended roadmap from the progress tracker and whatnot, because you know, people were getting confused, I'll put it politely, about stuff that was on there. But I think CitizenCon would be a great opportunity, a great time to put lay it all out there and say, yeah, this is what we hope to do, and this is how we plan to achieve it, in my opinion. So I think that's something the community needs to see, in my opinion. Nothing about that? Okay, all right. Cool. So yeah, that is.
Hey, Fastcar, I agree with you on in a lot of the chat here with no dates, but as to what DK said, it's not necessarily a hard date. Give us and knowing that Squadron is not going to have the same amount of tech that Star Citizen is going to have, much less tech. Give us a glimpse into when. And not just the roadmap, because the roadmap is not awesome. And it doesn't really let us know where real features are. I mean, it gives us some information, but give us something like, hey, we're going to be feature complete on this, and we got, you know, 3 more to go before we're really in this spot. Or, you know, really, I think just any information is better than no information at this point. But I think the community really likes to hold CIG accountable, and that's one of the reasons they backed off on the roadmap. And I'd like to get back to some of that, to where we can, or the community can start trusting CIG again. Now that we're hopefully in a post-COVID development world, that we can actually trust them to do what they're going to say they're going to do on the roadmap. And I don't know if that's what you were getting at, DK, but
kind of was.
Maybe what they could do is put on like, if they show the Squadron 42, no, don't put a date, like put like coming real soon.
No, don't do that either.
Well, no, they don't have to do that. Yeah.
But I don't know. For CIG, I feel like that means within the next couple of years still.
Yeah, it's got to be an ISC first, and then it'll come 2 years later, like fire propagation.
Well,
I think CIG has to feel good about it, you know?
Yeah, well, the thing is, they've kind of done stuff like that with Pyro. They said, I mean, one of the CitizenCons was, what if this solar system? You're going, cool, we're going to get a new solar system, and then they show Jackson McClurry in Pyro. Did we get it? No. So
I think the goal was to get it, though, Jawa. I think that was really the goal. Was this year we were going to have something, but development stuff doesn't work out, and it's unfortunate. And it's unfortunate that we had to wait till the end of September to find out that we had so many issues with the entity graph database. I think that's something they should have and could have shared with us back in 3.18 when that stuff was going on. I'm not sure why this is the community would have been more understanding. There'd have been less hate and discontent going on.
It's how it always is. I mean, we didn't find out about iCache about a year and a half after they fixed it. And
Remember
what they tend
iCache?
to, yeah.
Haven't
Well,
heard
what they
about that
tend
in a
to do
while.
is they like to try and find something that'll work before they let us know that the bad news has happened. And that might mean that they have found something that they think will work for this problem they've run into, but we won't really know, and we probably won't know for months, right? Or at least until CitizenCon, I guess, because that's big news. But generally, I wouldn't expect to know anything about the next steps for a few months, just going off of what they've done these last few years. And if anything, these last few years have proven to me just how much this is still maybe not R&D for them, but tip of the spear in terms of their development. They are continuously hitting walls. As you said, they've put out all this marketing material for Pyro. They started putting it out in 2020, 21, 22, 23. Every year we're getting this stuff that shows they expect the game to come out after that so that they can continue the marketing the next year, right? Like the Jax McCleary videos obviously showed that they wanted to get Pyro out within the next 12 months of that video so that they could start off with a new series. And it just keeps showing that they want to do Pyro, they can't. They want to do cargo hauling with the Argo Raft, they can't. It can't come out. They want to do personnel transport with these NPCs walking around on planets. They can't because server meshing
But
isn't
SpaceTomato,
allowing
they
AI
did
to
give
run.
us the whole sea finally.
They did, and that was another
Doesn't work.
another example of it. The whole sea was another thing that didn't work, and they had to find workarounds for it. And they're finally getting into the game, but like, it's happening all over the development, and I feel like that's why we run into that sort of phenomenon of marketing getting ahead of the game.
mean,
in short term, at least.
What is that old saying? The last 10% of game development takes as long as the first 90%.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, hopefully that's not the case here, but I think we still have a way to go for the development of Squad 42 and Star Citizen.
I think we're gonna hit at some point we're gonna hit that cascade moment though where the key technologies are just suddenly working well and imagine what's going to come out rapidly once that happens, especially with all the tools they're focusing on building. Hopefully, the changes they have to make, especially with Chris Roberts' message on Spectrum about the database issues, that's concerning because that's like a backbone thing. I mean, if that doesn't work properly, then it's going to affect so much. But and obviously it did this year. It affected. We all felt that pain. But as they work on all these various pieces constantly, and that's why it feels like nothing's moving. They are working on those backbone technologies and pieces and tools. And I just feel like at some point we're going to hit this cascade moment where, holy cow, there's new content coming out, new systems, new planets, new everything, just rapidly starting to fire off and come out. It's just, when are we going to hit that moment? When are, the event horizon, I guess, for Star Citizen, when's that going to happen? And that's what I'm really looking forward to.
I'm expecting a cascade moment when it comes to the Montreal studios when it comes to making planets, because once they get that first planet out, a few planets out, they'll hopefully they'll be able to crank them out much faster because they have the experience and the know-how to and the tools to get everything done much faster. So yeah, I see what you're pointing at, and I've been remiss. I've been wanting to say, Nocturne, thank you for the $100. Tailgater, thank you for the $100. So we're now
Thank you very much.
$775 away from our next giveaway. So thank you for those donations. Appreciate it. All right, so yeah, our CitizenCon topic. Up next we have our coming soon topic. Just had the roadmap, the progress tracking and whatnot. Hopefully everyone here had a chance to think about it, but let's talk about the Argo SRV coming soon. Any thoughts about the Argo SRV? I'll put the link in chat for people. Anyone?
Yeah. That's Jawa's new favorite ship here.
A whole bunch of thoughts.
Yeah, go for it, Jawa.
Yeah.
Go for it, Jawa.
Go. Yeah, I've been waiting for my tow truck ever since I heard it. Ever since it was introduced, and Yeah. It, uh, let's see. Oh God, why is his name escaping me right now?
That happened.
But the
I,
Astro
yeah,
Pup. Yeah.
okay.
When you get our age. Yeah. When you get
Yeah,
our
no,
age.
no. I call it
Oh,
podcast. I call it
yeah.
podcast brain. Whenever you get on a podcast, everything goes out your brain because
Yep.
you're under pressure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Paul Shelley we really wanted to see if we can fling other ships at ships. You tow it and you turn and then release it. But I'm looking forward to my flying tow truck. You know, it's I just think it would be just so cool, and just wondering what kind of things we can do with it. So, yeah. So, and who else was looking forward to that? Was that you, SpaceTomato?
I am.
Oh, I think we all are. Yeah. Go ahead.
I am, and I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because for me, unless they put in Repo Man
gameplay mission
occupation, I'm telling you, if they put that in there, I'm definitely besides the Orion, because that's my favorite ship in the game. I will definitely be on that Argo, because if you don't pay that note, I'm hooking it and booking it. Whatever you got in there, it's gone.
Cue that Sanford and Sons theme song.
Yep.
I actually have that right here.
Right now. Captain Rain, thank you for the upgraded membership on YouTube. Thank you. You became a so sis. Appreciate it. Thank you, Captain Rain.
The new grief is going to be people in SRVs, covering people's ships parking in the
Yep.
wrong spot.
It's one of those. It's one of those things that starts to bring up immersive sim questions about the game. Like, there's a lot of things that they have planned for this game to work systemically, and one of those things is the things that the tractor beams can pick up. They're trying to say anything that's interactable can be picked up by a tractor beam. So we're talking about boxes, right? Cargo boxes. Spaceships, derelict spaceships, spaceships that have people in them powered on, mineable rocks, all kinds of stuff we're going to be able to fling around with these ships. And the question comes,
machines.
Yeah, and the question comes, what do we have? Like, what happens when we fling them? You know, people are like, I want to throw asteroids at New Babbage, and it's like, okay, CIG, how are we gonna figure that out?
Why? What did New Babbage do to you?
Wait a minute. Are you really asking that question?
We'll say Hurston then. We can substitute for a more fitting target. But yeah, people want to throw asteroids at stuff, and part of making an immersive sim is finding out where to draw the line on that interactivity. And I think the Argo SRV is going to be one of those points that'll be interesting to see. I'm leaning more on the side of it probably won't go that far, just because they have a lot more stuff to worry about than like making sure that the SRV can interact with everything. But to the point that Fist made, you know, repo missions, being able to tug ships, opens up a lot of mission opportunities, opens up, just like how they're going to have us do janitor work, right? To clean up areas kind of systemically or secretly throw stuff in the garbage can so it despawns. It's the same thing they could do for derelict ships around space stations, give people missions with SRVs to tow them out. And I think it makes it a really interesting ship, gives it a lot of longevity because you can go out into space and do the same thing. Just overall, one of the more interesting ships we've seen ever come into the game, I think, because it's not just the ship, it's an entire new technology coming with it.
SpaceTomato, you have a great voice. You ever thought about doing podcasts?
You know, I considered it. Somebody mentioned it before. Yeah.
Go ahead, man. I don't know how to get that joke in, but my bad. Go ahead.
That's okay. I was just going to say, and finally, I mention this all the time. I've owned a 315p for as long as I can remember in Star Citizen, and the tractor beam finally having a purpose and not just being an empty spot on the nose is going to be awesome. So, because with the SRV and the tractor beam tech, it should follow very soon after that, I would think. So I'm looking forward to that.
And tractor beams, yeah, had been on the progress tracker and everything.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that was, yeah.
That's my drug runner too.
I just want to say, face to face, you started something when you brought up the Repo Man mission. I think you're not the only one who's looking forward to something like that. So yeah.
You know what though? I just thought about this too. There's another occupation that really is. I don't know if you guys ever seen it. It's a show called it was on A&E. It's called Wreck Chasers. So we all know that you're gonna have wrecks in the game, and that'll be another occupation where folks can just not necessarily, where you can go out and just grab a wreck and you can just haul it somewhere, for something to munch on or whatever.
Yeah, to your point, in early days, Chris Roberts did Tin for the Chairman and the Letter for the Chairman and stuff like that. He mentioned, this is like, way back when, so don't hold him to the fire on this or anything like that. But he's saying like maybe people can find something like a Bengal carrier and put it back together for the board. So yeah.
Or any other ship you could possibly get and sell. No?
Fist, what you just said, it's not even a main use of the ship, but imagine if they did it with mining rocks instead. Because you were saying the Orion's your favorite ship, right?
Correct.
Imagine you just had Orions set up somewhere, and instead of having the Orions waste gas flying around all over the clouds, you just had SRVs going hauling mining rocks back to this one location. They're all mining all those rocks together, transporting them out to go sell.
The possibilities are endless. It all depends, because like I always think about the positives and negatives, like you guys were just talking about, all like just flinging meteors or asteroids at the planet and being able to do that, because like those things can hinder the progress of somebody actually doing something positive in the game. You see what I mean? Because I always because which is kind of cool. If not, don't get me wrong. I mean, if you're trying to throw a asteroid, let's say at a plant, that's ran by Ninetales or something like that, and hey, I can't get down there to stop them from doing something. Well, I got to let me grab this. That's a weapon now. Right, exactly. So it's a lot of possibilities, but it's always dependent upon how the way if they can do it, and hopefully the community are mature enough not to abuse it.
Okay.
Yes, that's the thing.
Have you played this game before?
Have you met this community?
That's the thing that I'm talking about, the positive and the negative part about, because trust me, I mean, I'll be honest with you, this is the best community by far that I've been a part of as far as maturity is concerned. So I get it. Trust me, I get it. I've seen troll mechanics for a long time. That's why I always see the worst in gamers a lot of times. So, but yeah, I mean, I think that is a cool idea.
Bingo Blaster Actual, thank you for the $25 donation.
Blaster, hey buddy.
Thanks, Blaster.
So, $7.50, folks. We can do it. Hopefully, we can do it like within the next. I want to say 45 minutes. Yeah, sure. Whatever. No, 45 minutes. So let's see if we can hit $5,000 in 45 minutes, so we can do the next giveaway. All right.
Can I make a comment?
Sure.
About the SRV. The SRV is coming in 3.20.2 probably, I would guess, or 0.1, whatever they have to say. Right? It's on the roadmap. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's 0.1.
3.
I am very happy to be here.
It's one of the
very happy to have you.
Somewhere in the 3.20 update. But I realized I've been out of town the last week, so I'm just getting caught up on everything this morning, and I'm realizing that I'm looking at the roadmap, I'm wondering what comes after the SRV. We're already testing 3.21 in the PTU, but it's not on the roadmap.
Yeah,
So
I looked at that yesterday too, because I was trying to go on the Afterpub, and I'm gonna say, so what's on the roadmap for the next one? I'm like, okay, but it's not there yet.
Well, to paraphrase Xylo in a post, that the contents of the point patches for 3.20 were going to be rolled into 3.21 as a whole, and then they're going to do dot patches from 3.21 for anything else following. But that was just from what I read from a small post in Spectrum that Xylo was replying to someone asking similar question to that, as how does that really work. So yeah, like the Nomad said, 3.21 is really 3.20.x.
Yeah,
I mean, it's going to roll through there.
Honestly, the patch numbers don't matter. It's about the features and when they're coming. But I do think it's funny that we've gotten to this point. I just think it's funny we've gotten to this point that the roadmap is so pulled back that we've now actually passed the roadmap in terms of what players are playing. It's like it is now the
true.
I don't know, the previous roadmap. I don't know what you'd call that.
Good point. Thank you.
That's it.
So up
Just a
next we
random
have
point.
the Crusader A1 and C1, and I know who to go to for this one because the ship is not listed. Crusader A1 and C1. Dark Knight 75. You know
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to you first. What are your thoughts?
I'm excited for the ships, except they don't have my ship, but that's okay. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the Spirit series as a whole. So I'm excited to see the Spirit and see what the ship itself exterior looks like, cockpit, the living quarters are in those areas, and of course, with the E1, it's going to be a completely different layout on the interior. So obviously, that's not going to be anytime soon. But I'm kind of hoping. I know they won't, but I'm kind of hoping that they'll switch out the Cuddy Steel loaner for the Genesis Starliner or for the E1. I mean, to the C1, because the steel just rusts, and I don't like it. I stripped it for all its parts. I mean, it's really just a parts ship. It just sits there. But
It's not the stainless steel.
It's not
just-
stainless steel. It's just rusted. I spray water on it every morning just to give it a little more patina.
Yeah. Anyone else have feelings about the A1 and C1?
Well, that's going to lead us to the other bomb tech, right? Supposedly, the smaller bombs. So
Size 5s.
Yep.
Yeah, so that should impact some other ships as well, and so I think that's the real key takeaway from these ships is that other tech that goes with it. As much as I love Crusader ships, like MSR is still one of my favorite.
Yeah.
That's what
Same.
I'm really looking forward to. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
let me-
C1 is.
And
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the C1 is, has the potential to become that new daily driver for a lot of people too. So
Literally stole my sentence.
That's
exactly what I was saying. It's like, yeah, the C1 will be a great daily driver over the MSR. Okay, well, it's double endorsement.
Yeah, but I mean, how soon after the Crusader A1 comes out would someone call for a nerf? That joke is never gonna get old for me. I'm sorry. I know people tell me to stop doing it, but no.
I think
So,
the introduction of size 5 bombs will be interesting because that is definitely a much less momentous sort of thing than dropping a size 9 from the A2. You get 3 of those bombs and you have to go and reload. Size 5 bombs, I don't know how many they have. I think 10, maybe 8 or 10. That's 8 to 10 different targets. They need to start focusing on having targets for ships like that. If they're introducing the ship, I don't think people are really going to have much to bomb outside of sandbox gameplay with that ship, but I might be wrong.
Outposts. Always bomb outposts.
Yeah, I was also going to say though, like with the introduction of that ship, do they need to introduce more missions? Similar to Jumptown, but not necessarily always on Jumptown. When a ship comes in, because I often think about it. Like, I know Jumptown is really PvP oriented, but do they need it spread out and have some other things besides that?
Yeah, I think on monthly reports over the last year, they've been talking about AI being able to drive vehicles. And at some point, I think they'll probably with Pyro, because they've talked about Pyro having locations closer to each other on the ground in terms of underground facilities and derelict outposts and stuff. So maybe, which is weird considering it's the frontier, but maybe we'll see convoys between bases that start to call for ground targets.
Yeah, I don't have much
Hello?
feelings about. Sorry.
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't have much feelings about the Crusader A1. It's not my gameplay. Same thing for the A2. It's not my gameplay. The C1, however, I do have a CCU for the C1 because you remember all the confusion about the concept and the statistics and the specifications and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm just gonna wait until I mean I have LCI tokens, so I'm just gonna wait until the C1 comes out before I decide to whether or not I'm gonna get it or not. Or maybe I'll wait till STL Youngblood give the recommendation. Should you buy?
Should you buy?
You min-max your ships fast, Cart?
Say it
You
again?
go by the really specific stats when you're getting ships?
I mean, it balances between how the ship looks, how I feel about the ship, and the specifications of the ship. So yeah.
Okay.
But my daily driver is mostly the MSR. But recently I've been taking the 315p out more so because it's easier to handle. But
Cool.
yeah, that's how I feel about it. I'm looking forward to the C1 just to finally get my hands on it and see whether it's something I really want in my fleet or not. Whether or not it becomes my daily driver, we'll see. Alright, up next we have the Xperia Santok Yai.
That is not a Xperia. That is a POA, by the way.
Poa? No, it is a Poa. Griffin, you messed up, man. No, I'm messing with you. A Poa Santok Yai. Who's looking forward to this one?
That
I
thing's gonna
am-
be pretty sick to see.
Who doesn't want another medium fighter? Come on.
What is that? What is that Tina Turner song? We don't need another medium fighter.
No.
I'm sorry, that's a 40-year-old joke right there.
Yeah.
If
All
we
right,
get another
Smash,
car
all right,
2 all,
all right,
that's a medium
all right.
fighter. That's
I'm
going to
sorry,
be
I just
fun.
have to.
Oh,
Just for now.
No,
Come on, Venom.
no, but who had the Santok Yai?
That's right.
I do.
So what are you looking forward
Am I
to?
the only one?
Yeah, it looks like it.
If we get a car 2 all that is or a Santok guy that's as maneuverable or close to the car 2 all with the same light as the car 2 all, which can light a person on a dark night. I'd be looking forward to, my favorite ships in the game as far as fighters go are the mediums, like that's the Saber, the Hornets, the things like that. And so I always look forward to the fighters. I mean, I don't think there's going to be anything necessarily special about it other than it should be insanely maneuverable, but and it's alien, it's cool, really cool stuff.
It's off the backlog, which is always nice.
Yeah, there you go.
I have
Gotta
one
be
thing
fully
to
leashed.
say about the Santok Yai that once you see it, you can't unsee it. The look of it from the front. If you remember the first Transformers movie with the creatures that would come out of Soundwave, it's literally the head of whatever that one was that was on the airplane killing everybody. It's one of Soundwave's characters. It matches almost
Are you talking
exactly.
about the '86 movie or the Michael Bay?
The Michael Bay one, the Michael Bay one, the design.
Not the first
Oh, I know that's not the first one. I saw Optimus Prime die too. So.
You're showing your age, fast card.
Yeah, I'm older. I'm older than I look.
That's like saying Episode 1 of Star Wars is the first Star Wars movie. It's not. No, I'm messing with you.
I'm aware.
Yeah, I did see
boy.
the Michael Bay Transformers movie. I don't remember that specific thing. I saw it 10 years ago. I haven't seen it recently, but yeah, I kind of remember, but not really. Yeah, sorry.
There was an era.
Yeah.
There was an era of lens flares after.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
And everything after that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that movie. Traffic was tied up in my city for months.
And with that, we're at the top of the hour. Does anyone have to bow out? We need to make room for 2 people.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta bow out here. My wife will drag me out of here if I don't get out of here. I've been in here all morning, and so
okay.
Yeah,
I will as well.
Yeah. Hey, no problem. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you got 3 spots, so I'm gonna duck. I gotta grab something to eat.
All right. Take care, everybody. I'm gonna drive you from Discord. Take care, everybody. Hope you had fun. Thanks for joining us.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so
helping
much.
over the fundraiser.
Hey, no problem. Take care.
Also,
Look forward to seeing you guys this month.
It's good to see you guys. I'm also actually going to have to
Yeah.
drop out. I've got a podcast coming up, more Star Citizen drama to talk about. So thank you so much for having me on, though.
More drama.
All right.
More
Oh,
drama.
it's
Great
always
food,
just
there's
never
sweet
ends.
We're all the drama
potato.
you need, SpaceTomato. We're all the drama you need right here.
Oh,
We'll be
man.
back for more.
Absolutely.
See you
Thank you. It's
guys.
always a
Nice
great
to meet you.
time having conversation with you on Soul Citizens. Thanks for having me.
Take
Thank you for
care,
being here.
everybody.
Appreciate
Take care.
it.
Thanks,
Take
man.
care.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
And Fastcard, if I can, before I head out, I just wanted to share something too, just to bring it back to St. Jude. So quite a few people know that cancer impacted my family really deeply. In August, my father passed away from both pancreatic and liver cancer, and just the impact it has on an entire family and what it does, especially with the state of healthcare in the U.S. right now. It affects you financially. It just everything else stops. And St. Jude is one of those charities that's a real good charity that is it lifts up the whole family, not just the patient. And just to bring it back to that, and just really encourage everyone to dig a little deep and maybe think about, if you skip one meal out this week and instead give it to this, please consider doing that, because that's how all these little donations, it doesn't matter how small it is, that's how these things work, and that's how you hit the goal. So just want to remind everybody that's what we're all here for. So I'm gonna head out, and thanks for having me.
Thank you for that, MaidenAriana. I appreciate it. I'm trying to set up the people here to coming in. We're joined by Cloud and ZarkMedia. Oops, went too far.
I'll stick around for a little bit here for another
Okay,
hour
so
here.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Let me get Cloud set up real quick. First of all, how are y'all doing? I see. I haven't fixed your name yet, but how are you doing, Zark?
Oh, I'm great. It's so nice to join on a stream of yours that is like early on the hour like this. I'm so glad you're streaming for 12 hours. Makes us in Europe actually available. So that's perfect.
Yeah, that's why he wanted to start it early rather than start it later. 'Cause, I mean, people do work tomorrow,
Yeah.
so it's more convenient for us. Matter of fact, let me look at the page because I just saw a donation come through. So let me get that in. Chen, thank you for the $100 donation. We are at 4,400 now. Thank you for that. I think someone else
Thank
gave
you.
$50. Oh, Bob gave $50. Thank you. So we're only $600 away from the next giveaway. Thank you for that. And we're also joined today by another Soul team member, Kawadi. How are you doing?
Hello, hello. It is great to be here. For about 20 minutes ago, up to 20 minutes ago, I was going crazy. It is too hot in the Caribbean right now. I don't know. I've been born
How hot
here,
is
and
it?
it is too hot. I've lived here my entire life, and I still don't understand how people can one use hot water even when it's late at night, and two even exist in these temperatures. It's crazy. But it's good to be here.
I
It's
live
good to be
I
here.
live in Boston, so I don't know how you live there in the first place. I mean, people complain about the cold in Boston, but the point is for me is that when it's too cold, you can put your clothes on and put the heater on. You can blast the heater. But when it's too
Right.
hot, you can be naked and still be hot.
That is true. That is true, and that is why I prefer coldness over heat.
Yeah, you should move here to Sweden. It's getting real cold now.
I definitely will consider it.
Yeah, you should move. That's the moral of the day. Just move.
Just move.
So-
Just move, guys. Remember, in case of anything, just move.
Just leave.
Yeah, just move to someplace colder. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, a sudden lifestyle change. That's fine. You can deal with that.
Exactly. Just move.
No problem.
Oh goodness.
I'm almost done with the fixing the people here. I know I'm supposed to change the other people to guests, but I'm gonna be lazy and just leave that up for now until I can find more time. But let's get started. Introduction. First, ZarkMedia. Tell us about yourself, please.
Sure. I've been I've been making content since around 2020, and I started making like immersive in-fiction content where I created a character called Oliver Zark, and he's like a journalist going around in space in the verse and making news, and he has like a media company. And after a while, I got connected through you guys. Actually, I think it was on Solve Citizens. You had a Machinima episode where you invited me and some other Machinima creators, and I got involved with EE Studios, who makes Overclocked and among other things. And he joined me in an idea of HubNet being like an in-fiction organization where people who out of fiction makes machinima, but in fiction creates content for this like broadcasting service in the verse, sort of like Netflix or something. So now we have quite a few producers with their own individual YouTube channels, all coming together on Discord through HubNet. And so we do machinima. That's our focus. Immersive in fiction.
And I've been bad. I haven't been posting people's information. Zark, if you can DM me your website or YouTube page, I can put it in chat for you. So thank you.
Oh, sure.
Kaladi,
Yeah.
you've been here for a while. You're no longer the new kid on the block, but tell people about yourself.
I know, right? But 1 second, I just had to redeem a fast card joke, man. I don't know if anyone has done it before, so I had to be sure. But yeah, I am Colorati. I've been I mainly test. That's my love. But recently, over the past year or so, I've actually been quote unquote playing the game. But yeah, in terms of like testing, I do pretty much everything. I guess that's why I got clutched into the Evocati, but it's been a swell experience. And yeah, I've never really felt tired about doing it, mainly because these days I've been pacing myself. Well, whenever something new comes online, I just slowly approach it, and I guess that's why since 2014 I've just been slowly enjoying the game, and I've never really. I mean, like everybody, we've always had our frustrations, but that's mainly what I do, and I enjoy doing it.
Oh, and Jay, thank you for posting that episode. That's what JawaSparky was talking about. 86. Wow, that's a long time ago. I don't remember.
That's a while ago. Wow,
man. So long ago. But thank you for that, Jay. All right, so let's do a plug for the fundraiser first. We're doing a fundraiser for St. Jude Children's Hospital. It's top of the hour, so I'm going this over again. Someone just gave us $20. Oh, Stars Up Graham, thank you for the $20 donation.
Thank you.
So we're at $600, so $580 until that next giveaway. And yes, we're doing a fundraiser for St. Jude Children's Hospital. They do good stuff. We've been running promotion videos all day. I'll probably do another one in a bit here. But yes, we're trying to raise $10,000 by October 22nd. That's CitizenCon weekend. We started way back in June 1st. And it's amazing that we're at 4,400 now. But our ultimate goal is to reach $10,000. And if we reach $10,000, we will give away a Endeavor Master Set. But if we reach $5,000, we're giving away, let me look at things real quick. $5,000, we're giving away, oh yeah, the air and space packs with LTI. No, that's what we're giving away. And at $6,000, we're giving away a Centuck UI and a Saber. And at $7,000, we're giving away a Banning Measurement. Not mine, but a Banning Measurement.
I was about to say.
No. And somewhere down the line, we will give away a Polaris too, but that's a bit later. Alright. So thank everyone who donated so far, and if you haven't donated,
I'm very happy to be here.
Can't donate, feel free to send the link on to someone who possibly can. We appreciate it. Just spread the word. And that was thanks for the follow, Rolling Y. Appreciate it. QR code. Don't you have phones? Yes, dude, that's true also. But I can put the link in real quick if I can find it. There you go. There you go for the fundraiser. Appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, so we covered CitizenCon. We're now on coming soon. So we just covered the Centuck UI. Well, Yeah, we can cover the Santa guy because we had new people here. Zark, you have any feelings about the Santa guy? Uphold coming soon.
I mean, is there anything else to look forward to aside from all the sneak peeks? I think we've seen all like every side of that
I think the
ship.
whole ship.
Happy to be here. No, we haven't seen that one corner on the left side that that is a good angle.
That one.
But obviously, I'm looking forward to it. I like new releases, and I think if they release the Santa guy, they can start working on the Rylan, like probably more than they've been doing so far. And that's a ship that I'm really looking forward to. It was really cool when they unveiled it. Yeah.
Me too. I mean, I have a sinking feeling they probably get the Get Talk Railing out before the BMM. I don't know why I feel that way. I just had this sinking feeling that that's going to be the case.
Sorry, FC.
Sucks to be me. Anyway, how about well, how do you feel about? Yeah, I had to remember I'm on stream. I had to rephrase that in my mind real quick.
Yeah, you're just like,
Come on, how do you feel about the Santa guy?
I'm very curious to see what they have to do about the cockpit. I know that they've been talking about it. It's been one of the challenges, to kind of give us that, how the whole UI and MFD kind of thing looks. I don't think they really showed us the fleshed out version, but after whatever challenge that they had to solve. So I'm gonna guess that when it's time to properly release that ship, they're gonna show us, okay, this is the actual complete version or the fleshed out version that they had to overcome and all that, with regards to the whole the gate that they had to pass through, that kind of blocked them, the design gate. So I'm curious to see what they had to show for that, because I think for all the sneak peeks that we've seen thus far, it's only been the whole the different angles of it on the outside, so we haven't really seen much of the inside. Outside of that, I'm very curious to kind of get an idea of the performance, because I love the car to wall. It's pretty much after the Aurora. It's actually my most favorite ship. So I'm curious to know. Yeah. When the car to wall first came out, I went through so many trials with that ship. I've known every single bug with regards to that ship, especially when it used to go into landing mode and it used to drift. Oh, that was hell. But anyway, for the Santok Yai, I'm curious to know about the performance and how it stacks up against its own class of ships, in that class, performance-wise. So, yeah.
What are the other ships in that class? Like, what are the direct competitors? Is that like the Vanguard or something bigger?
They said the medium fighter, so anything that's a medium fighter is a competitor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you could like the Saber, because the Saber's one of my favorite ships, and I'm excited to see what this is going to feel like. Is because I like medium fighters, and even though I'm not a big combat person, but still, it's going to be so cool to see.
Someone had a question for you, Zark. This is a previous talk, but it's good to ask. Are you going to CitizenCon?
Me? No, I'm not. But HubNet is going to be there with some representation. Nate from EE Studios is going to be there with a hub. Like they have this community. They had it like a couple of years ago as well, back in 2019. You could set up a community booth and you can represent your organization. So we're going to have a HubNet table. And Nate is going to be there, and Sage Parvel is going to be there as well, who is another one of our HubNet producers. And he has an episode actually coming out like right now in conjunction with CitizenCon of an animated, like, I wouldn't say anime. Don't quote me on this because he would probably be mad because I know he's an avid anime fan, but I'd call it anime. I'm not I'm not into that whole culture.
Careful there. At least you're not saying cartoon.
Don't do that.
He's had a lot of like these things outsourced to animators and voice actors, and he's put together like a little cartoon about 3 people who are a mole crew, and they're going around doing things. First episode is going to come out, so you can go there and meet Sage Parvel and Nate and talk about them, talk to them, not about them. Not behind their backs, at least. But talk to them about how
tell to their face. I love
Yeah,
that. I like the everything
good
is,
note.
that
So,
you
so,
guys
so,
do. It's so cool.
so they will have a booth, and yeah, Soul Citizens will have a booth there too. A whole bunch of people will have a booth. I think they said, Admiral Esports will have a booth, and that's what MaidenAriana will be. So yeah, a bunch of folks are gonna have a booth. Cool. Kawadi, you're not going to StudiosCon, correct?
No, I had a change of plans. So just before COVID had locked everything down, originally I was going to LA when they were going to have CitizenCon
2020.
there.
Right.
Yeah, in 2020. But then things changed. PhD got busier, and I was like, you know what? I'm planning on situating myself in the UK eventually. So whenever Manchester comes and has their CitizenCon, I'll go there instead. So unfortunately, I won't be able to meet you guys, but hey, who knows? One day.
I'll see you in Manchester.
Maybe.
I'm
Oh,
waiting
excellent.
for a European one as well.
Yep,
Yeah,
likewise.
I misspoke. It's not Admiral Esports. It's Ultima. That's where MaidenAriana will be. Thank you for correcting MaidenAriana. Yeah. Okay. So yes, back to what's coming soon. We covered the Centaur guy from Apollo. Next up is well, yeah, RSI Polaris. I know that's like ooh, drama. Yeah. So,
Uh-oh.
anyone here have the Polaris?
Nope, I don't.
Nope.
No one here has the Polaris. Okay, well maybe no drama at all. Then.
Yeah, we've
I'm
avoided
great
that.
for the people that are waiting for their Polaris. I hope it comes very, very, very soon. 'Cause
Likewise.
I hope
Yeah,
it does. But
for way back when, I think it was 2021 when they did the CitizenCon video for the Burning Regiment. Everyone was complaining and saying, "What about the Polaris? What about the Polaris?" I'm like, I don't know, but I'm glad I'm getting my BMM soon, and now look where we are now. How the tables have turned. The Polaris people will be getting theirs, and my Burning Regiment is nowhere in sight. So that's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, what's the latest news
No.
on the Polaris? Is it that I know that when they had that whole roundtable thing, they did have a revision at least, but that's what John Crew had said, right? On the
Yes,
monthly
I
report
believe so.
account. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, it was on the tracker, then put off the tracker, now it's back on the tracker. So yeah. Fast car. You really thought you were going to fly in something more before another combat ship? Hey, they had this thing. It was right there, right? But people left, and they left me hanging. So what am I going to do?
so FC, what's just gonna come first? Your BMM or my Genesis?
That's a good
Oh, that's
question.
a good
Man.
question.
I would not put money on either. No, I would more likely put money on your Genesis before my BMM.
You think so?
How,
You got a concept. Like you actually have a concept.
No, you do too. You have a concept. I mean, you need a reconcept.
We have a screenshot. We have not even a concept.
Yeah. So yeah, RSI Polaris. It's one of those. I know I've said I'm not into big ships, and even though I have a BMM, when I bought the BMM, it wasn't that big. I have Endeavor. When I bought the Endeavor, it wasn't that big. But yeah, I'm not really into big ships, and this is a combat ship, so it doesn't really fit my fleet. So that's why I don't have the Polaris. Okay, all right. Tumble Storm. Okay, who has the Tumble Storm?
I almost
Not
got it.
yet.
But I'm waiting. Even though it's been a long time since I actually purchased the ship, and the Fury was the first one in years. I almost bought the Tumble Storm, but I'm kind of waiting to see if they integrate it into Tank Royale, because Tank Royale has been a lot of fun and such, and I'm hoping that they have more use of these vehicles, so that I can see what can be the immediate use for some of these vehicles, as opposed to making the fun and making up your own fun. So I'm hoping that we can see some more immediate impact and use of these vehicles in the PU and the Arena Commander first before I jump in.
Oh, by the way, I've been remiss. Cavalier and Dark. If you want to join my stream in Discord, you can see it. You can see everybody all at once, so we can interact. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, Tumble Storm. Zark, what are you feeling about the Tumble Storm?
I'm not really a combat-oriented player. I try to play my character like he is, like in the verse. I want civilian ships. I'm looking forward to like Galaxy and C1 things where I can, pretend I'm just a civilian. So the storm is not going to be for me, I think.
DK, the
Looks
storm.
cool though.
I'm sorry. I thought you were done. My bad.
I thought so too, so no problem.
I'm not the only one, see? No, DK, what did you thought about the storm?
At first I wasn't sure about it, but more and more I look at it, I think I might end up having one, even though I'm not in combat like you are. You know, I'm not a combat person, but it looks cool and it comes in jet black. And so I think I might just have to have one on general principle because of my name Dark Knight. And I gotta have a mobile.
Of course. The Batmobile.
Gotta have a mobile, so I gotta have one of those just to put, you know. But it looks like it's gonna be fun, and I think I agree with you, Colorado, on the whole tank royale thing. I think that's where it's gonna start. Is those kinds of things where you've got storms and tanks going at each other, and just it's just gonna look like it's gonna look like fun seeing 20 storms barreling down a hill, an outpost somewhere, just pounding at something. So it's just gonna be fun to see. I think it's gonna be fun to see. Absolutely. I think I might actually get one. If not, I'll at least get the paint and then get it in game because they'll be cheap enough to get it. I always get the
Paint
paint.
probably will be worth more money than the
Always
storm,
get the
right?
paint.
I don't know about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Stars
always
Up
get the paint.
Graham. Stars Up Graham, thank you for the $20 donation to the fundraiser.
Thank
MaidenAriana, thank you for the
you.
$30 donation to the fundraiser.
Thank
So we're now at
you.
$44.50. We need $550 more for the next giveaway. Yes, we're making that way. Yeah, well, okay. It looks like we won't make our 45-minute deadline, but hey, we'll get there eventually. So appreciate everybody donating.
It was a good try.
For
there.
me,
That's great.
for me, the Tumble Storm, I didn't even get the CCU. I didn't get the LTI token. It's not my thing. I mean, when the ISD first came out, I was like, I'm not really into this. But this thing is, the developer said, it's like getting into a mech. And then I was like, what? I was like, with that animal to pop out of the hole with your full attention. You know what I'm talking about?
Like a little
The gopher.
Gopher or no, I can't think of it. But yeah, I'm like one of those animals pop out of the hole when you have the full attention. I feel
Groundhog.
good too. Thank you for the subscription.
Thank you,
Thank you
Malkier.
for that.
Thank you.
But yeah, so he had my attention when he said it's like getting to a Mac, but it was like it's not really a Mac. I see. So yeah, I was hyped and then I calmed down from my hype. So yeah, I decided not to get this storm. Meerkat, thank you. That's what it was. Meerkat. I was like that animal when you said it's like getting into a mech.
Oh, FC. Certain person called Griffin Gaming has messaged you some sweet little love. He's asking you to check
Thank
his
you
Discord.
for that. Sorry about that. Yes, he want me to say that at 4,500. Oh wait, it's updated. Okay, my bad, my mistake. At 4,500.
Booyah.
There's
Oh.
thing. So we only need $50 more. Okay, and then at
We are
$5,000.
making headway.
$5,000 to give away an on-site Polaris, which we just talked about. So thank you for the update, Griffin. Appreciate it.
If we make it to $5,000 before our turn ends, I'm gonna put on my gold shirt. That's a promise.
You heard it here, folks. So put that.
I'll change
don't-
your life. I'm just joking.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
So yeah, it's $4,500 for an base pack. So $50 more. We can do it. All right. Up next we have that was the Tumble Storm. We have the Origin G12. Origin G12. Someone in chat asked about that. As a matter of fact, anyone had the G12? Fish?
Sort of.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think
Dark
it's.
Knight, thank you. Yeah, Dark. You go ahead.
Oh, of course.
I think it's a part of the owning the 600i, isn't it? Like it's a part of the package.
Comes
sort of.
with the Explorer package.
Exactly.
Or with the Explorer edition, yes.
Yeah. So I have it with the 600, and I'm really looking forward to it. It looks great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tavion, thank you for the $10 donation. So we're gonna need $40 more. Sorry, I can do math. No, $40 more.
Thank you.
Who else?
Yeah, I'm excited to see the sneak peeks for the G12 when those start popping up. They can see that they can stop sneak peeking the storm and start the G12 soon, right?
I think a lot of people
Right.
would appreciate that because a lot of people have been looking forward to the 12 for a long time. The G12.
A long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
Not as
Lynx
long as
looks
the next
great,
one,
the
but,
600, but not the it looks great, but where's the G12? Come on.
And it has a lot of different like editions too as well. There's even a racing
Mhm.
edition, like a G12R.
Yeah, the G12.
Yes.
G12. The G12R is the racing. I forget the other name, but yeah. Before I go, Kawadi DK, you have something to say about the Origin G12?
So I'm looking forward to it, but I'm curious to know where it fits compared to like the what was the cousin or the brother to the or the sister to the Ursa Rover? What's it called?
Ursa
The
Rover
Lynx,
was
right?
the
Lynx.
Lynx.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Lynx. So
Lynx.
I'm
Oh, the
very
Lynx.
curious
Yeah,
to
the Lynx
know,
Rover.
yeah, what its place is in terms of attraction, in terms of functionality, within the same realm of luxury. Given that we have the Lynx and we have a bit of a preview to what luxury is like. I know that it's gonna be smaller, if I recall correctly, than the Lynx, but a little larger than the Tumbrel Cyclone vehicles. So if I recall, it's a bit more sporty than the Lynx, but it still has. I can't remember if it has some kind of walkable room inside. You guys can correct me on that, but
From the concept images, there is no room inside. There's a cargo area in the similar
okay,
to what
okay.
the Mustang, kind of similar cargo area like that, or like a what was the SUV has that cargo area in the back. I think it's similar like that.
Yeah.
But its interior is enclosed, unlike the Cyclones. So it's an enclosed interior.
Yeah, it is
So it should
enclosed. So
have
that is a advantage it has over the Cyclone.
right. So it actually has cargo. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay,
right. One
cool.
has a cargo, one is a racing, and one is an attack variant, I believe.
An attack variant, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
more
yeah.
military variant. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can look it up, but I'm still too lazy. I've been doing this all day. No. What is it? It's the G12R the racing. The G12 is the normal base, and what is the attack variant? Anyone know in
I
the chat?
I'm gonna have to look at it. The anti-air variant. I'm gonna have to look at that. So we have to
All
look
right.
that one up. But I
Yeah.
think the G12 you were talking, Zark, it's kind of where it fits within the Lynx and the G12. I think the G12 is kind of like a Porsche to Origin as opposed to a Mercedes limousine or something like that. It's more of like a sports car. With real nice luxury, fast, and the racing variant makes it even more so. And and then of course you can make an off-road Porsche with put a gun on the top of it. People do stupid stuff like that all the time. So I mean, I could see it being something similar to that. And then you've got your Lynxes, which is more like your SUV limousine type of vehicle. Yeah, at least that's how I kind of see it in a way.
Yes, Tovin, I just looked it up, and I feel dumb. For the attack variant, it's a G12A. A for attack.
Hey.
So yeah. R for racing. Sometimes TIG does it simple, sometimes they don't. Like the LX for A for Fury. But yeah, so G12A, G12R, and the G12. Yeah. This came out, the concept came out a while ago, so I bought a couple of CCUs. I wound up melting the CCUs so they're in my buyback, so I can always get them back if I change my mind. But I'm trying to make all the purchases for vehicles I make in these games. The only exception will be the Tumble Ranger. But other than that, all the other vehicles, if I decide to get them, I'll probably win game. And the mule. The mule is cute and usable, so I have the mule. But yeah, that's a backup LTI token too. But that's me.
Eminence
Okay.
did raise a really good question there with regards to the G12's EMP, because I know that a while back we were talking about real quick, about how the whole racing thing is coming on track, and in terms of the not the violence, but the action, I guess, that we may have within racing experiences. That's something that I'm really looking forward to, given that I played this video game way back when for the PlayStation 2 called Motor Mayhem, I think it was called. And of course, we know our Mario Karts and our Need for Speeds and those things. So it's one thing, to passively race. It's another thing to have weapons on board and these kinds of armaments. So it's that's one of the other things that I'm looking forward to the G12 and similar vehicles as well, to get that kind of thing firstly permitted, not just in the PU but also in Arena Commander racing modes as well for vehicles.
Now that you said that, and that you said that, like already, you had me thinking of, for people of us of certain age who remember the movie Cannonball Run, and I'm thinking of the G12, the G12R with the EMP is that little Lamborghini with a whole bunch of switches and stuff inside, popping people off in the race.
I said this a while ago. I think Cannonball Run would make a great machinima for Star Citizen.
It would.
I mean, it doesn't have to be the full 2 hour, but so something along those lines would be a great machinima. Alright, so up next after the Origin G12, we have the Origin X1 coming up soon. So yeah, who had the X1? I know DK.
Got it.
So
Looking
what do you like
forward.
about it?
It's finally coming off of the off of the backlog like it should be. It should have been out a while ago, but yeah, it was it's about time, and it'll be nice to finally fit something properly into the nose of the 400i, as opposed to trying to shoehorn an ox in there that just blows up your ship every now and then. So it'll be nice to see.
Alright. Zark, you have an X1?
No, I don't. I'm looking forward to it as well as an Origin fan person, of course. But yeah, like you said, it's been on the backlog for a long time. It's been cooking for quite a while, and I really like to see all these ships that has been on the backlog for so long actually starting to release. I understand for some ships that have they have different techs that they are waiting for, and you need to wait for that tech in order to release the ship. I can understand that, but there has been how long since the X1 was unveiled? As years. It's just a little hoverbike. I don't want to say that, of course. It takes development, of course, to put it together, but it's so small.
I'm opening up Google. Star Citizen X1 concept. So yeah, hold on. X1 concept.
Yeah, I thought it was actually gonna release with the 400i, as the brochure for the 400i was like you can fit an X1 in the front compartment. I was like, oh cool, they're releasing the X1. Nope.
I'm looking at the Wikipedia right now. I'm trying to find a date. Where is it? The schedule for okay. I'm looking for the concept though.
It was in 2017. I
Was
think
it
it was
2017?
Yeah, the first or late September.
2017.
Wow,
way too long.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's a vehicle. It's a bike, right? So yeah.
We got the hover bike before we got that.
I've been very hesitant to actually get it. I mean, mainly because the hover bikes have gone through different trials, and I know now the performance of them and not crashing is a whole lot better. But until such time I can properly ride at full speed and not randomly explode, especially over water, I think after that I'll consider getting the X1. Not that I don't like the ship, I really love the design, but until the Nox and the Dragonfire, until you can properly ride those and not randomly blow up, and not as a outside of your own skill blowing yourself up, I'll wait until that that whole experience is a lot better, even when the ship is released.
Griffin loved to say this, Kaladi, but if you like the ship, get the ship for what it is. Or if you just likes it, get it for the look. Get it for the
That's
what
true.
It is. Not okay. He said what it will be, not for what it is.
Not for the state of the game it is right now, right?
Yeah, not for what it is right now, but what it will be. I messed that up. Sorry, Griffin.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, if you like it, go and get it. So yeah, I think I had the X1, but it went away in my great melt of vehicles. So I had the Dragonfly Yellow Jacket, I had the Nox Kui, and I think I had the X1 too. I love the look of it, and the commercial really does it for me in terms of bringing up my inner speed demon, you know, that commercial for the X1. But I believe it's still in my backpack. But yeah, I'll probably get it in game with crappy insurance, but that's okay. Oh, Doc, I'm sorry. Did we talk about you for the X1?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. All right. Then finally, we have 3 unannounced vehicles. 1 from the EU team and 2 from the Montreal team. Unannounced, so we don't know any. Oh, well, okay. We mostly don't know what it is. There'll be some speculation. Anyone know want to cover the speculation for the 3 announced vehicle? If it's like a leak or something, don't talk about it. But if you have a guess or something like that, that's fine. That's fair game.
Oh, we know 2 of them are cutter variants, so there's 1, or there's 2, right?
Oh, we do?
I haven't heard about that, but okay. Yeah, I'll take a word for it.
I guess you do now.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I'm just guessing because I've been hearing
What was that?
cutter
Like Scouts
variant,
and Scout
cutter
and
scout,
Expedition
and
or something
cutter,
like that?
yeah, expedition or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
And
those are the
so
only
is
ones.
that the 2 from Montreal then? That
Jason
means
says
that
it's
that,
the
that would
cutter.
make sense because they
I
have
don't know.
two from Montreal and 1 from the EU. So I guess
Oh,
that's the 2 from Montreal.
one was the rumored Zeus.
Right.
The RSI Zeus
Really?
was one of them. Yes.
Wow.
That was
Okay.
That would
one
be
of
wild.
them.
That
This
would be
is
wild.
a
That's
Yeah,
true.
Jade is going to be
Dude,
all over
Yeah,
that.
I was
do not quote me on that, but that's just
Too late. It's going to
Right.
Reddit
Yeah,
right
too late.
now.
It's I know now. It's already on crap. It's on Reddit.
But hear me out,
DK
though.
said.
Hear me out. 4.0, you get a Zeus like a second, modern version. Ooh, that may sell for hotcakes if
I don't know.
if they
Would it
get
be
a ship like
modern
that.
or like or antique or whatever? Or
Could
retro?
be
who
antique or
knows?
revamped version,
Who knows?
Could be
We'll
like
see.
a snub without a quantum drive. No, the Duke does have it. I had to have the quantum drive. My bad.
It's the very first ship with quantum. It will
Right,
be.
my
It would
bad.
be. It could be like just maybe you buy a Zeus from the junkyard and you get to fix up a brand, put new components in it and make it up to date. No, it'll probably be
Yeah.
like yeah. Who knows? We'll see. See what happens. We'll see.
I'm hoping for.
That's one of them.
I know there are ships like their concept, like the Galaxy, for example, but I'm hoping for it to be considered unannounced because they never announced like.
Right.
I know there's a 0% chance, so but I'm hoping for it. Jax McRae, when he was in Pyro for last CitizenCon, you remember he found like a Galaxy in the he was like in a warehouse or something. It was like, oh, that's the new
Oh yeah,
RSI
yeah, yeah.
Galaxy.
The Galaxy.
That's right. That's
Right,
right.
right,
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
That was
I'm
before they
I'm
gave him the
hoping,
cutter,
got my
right?
hopes up that it's coming with Pyro. If Pyro is not coming this year either. But
I mean, they had it in I don't want to say in engine. Well, I guess it is an engine, right? Without the exterior, so they I don't know. Could it be ready in time?
yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Maybe
But,
for the next
yeah.
patch, like in January, if we get Pyro then, or maybe towards the summer, maybe the Galaxy could be ready by then. That'd
You
be
know
great.
what? Thinking about it, they're working on a lot of the RSI stuff because they said that they're working continuously on ships that are in a sub brand or within a brand. I would not be hard-pressed to believe that maybe more RSI stuff is in the works that we might see come up during SitCon or IAE at the end of the year,
Yeah.
related to say maybe an Odyssey or a Galaxy or something like that. That's not a capital ship. It's something that's they've got the assets because that's what they're working on right now. So it would make sense that if they're going to do it, they're going to do a whole
Yeah.
bunch of RSI stuff at one drop.
And they've had the
Or-
Polaris covered for quite a while, and the Perseus was announced way back as well. That could also be
Right.
something that they use Polaris assets for, and
Mhm.
maybe the Galaxy.
Yeah,
Maybe.
my art said they kind of said the Polaris, Perseus, and Galaxy in that order. So a little while ago.
Okay, so a little while ago.
Yeah, but you know they can change their mind. Nothing's set in stone in this thing. You know, the only constant is change, as they say. All right. So yes, that is the looking ahead. We're gonna rewind back and go back to update 320. But before that, gonna show you a promotional video from St. Jude Children's Hospital for the fundraiser. So let me make sure I got the right one before I click on it. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna show this one. So stay tuned.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude. Donate now at stjude.org.
Trying to change. Hold on a sec. Oops. I clicked on it, but it's not changing. So doing a wrong change.
No problem. Just making sure. I was just like, FC, you okay here? I see things flashing.
Oh, here we go. I clicked on it and it moved. So yeah, that's what happened. All right, we're back. So yeah, that is just St. Jude promotion, and we love it for people to donate to the fundraiser. We're currently at $44.60, and another $40. We'll do a giveaway for the. I'm blinking for some reason. The Air and Space pack, and then at $5,000 we're going to give away an RSI Polaris. So yes, please donate, and thank you all for donating so far.
Thank you so much.
So like I said, we're gonna wrap around and come back to update 320. So you know, I'm gonna put the link in chat real quick. But first up, in update 320, we're gonna talk about Arena Commander. Let's start with Oliver George. Have you been in Arena Commander or 320 so far?
No, I haven't, but I'm really glad it's getting a touch-up. That's where I show my friends what Star Citizen is possible of achieving one day. And yes, I'm really glad it's getting, like, especially the map with Pyro. Like, that's a really cool environment. I like. So it's good. I haven't been in, but I like it.
Cool. Okay. What about Kawadi? 320 or Arena Commander? Have you been in there?
Yeah, I've been playing lots of Vandal Swarm, the Endless mode, especially with the Master modes, Duel as well. They have a few bugs with regards to inviting someone to a lobby and launching the game, but there are a few workarounds around it. And I've been also very interested to actually knowing about their the schedule, given that they've been kind of limiting the schedule and subsequently the modes in those schedules. And some persons are okay with it, others aren't. But I kind of get it with what they're doing to kind of, funnel the activity for those modes. So I've been having fun with those. I think today they had the Tank Royale available in Arena Commander. I think up to yesterday there was the Endless Vandal Swarm or Dual mode. I can't remember exactly, but I did. I was able to get my badge just before that mode ended yesterday. So I would encourage anybody who's curious about the Arena Commander different modes, the new ones, to try them out before the next schedule begins. The next mode. Some of them do stay throughout the entire schedule. Some of them shift around. So just tune in to Spectrum. There's that schedule post about it to know more about it. Yeah.
Could you just, for a person like me who haven't been in there, like, what is the schedule? Are they switching the game modes around in Arena Commander?
Yeah. So
okay.
I'm trying to find a schedule right now.
I think I have
okay,
it.
I found it.
You got it? Can you post
Yeah, I
it or
got
you
it.
want me to post it?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I'll post it. So right now there are Let me check it out real quick. So from time to time, they are taking some of the modes out. Between October 1st today to October 7th, they have Tank Royale, and then after that, they have single weapon elimination and mirror match. I don't think they told us what mirror match is. I don't remember that mode being a thing, but I've just linked it there in case anybody is curious. I think I linked the right one. Let me make sure. I don't think I linked the right one, so let me let me link the right one now.
Hey, but if you need to read up
So
on the
never
patch
mind.
notes, Conrad just posted
Yeah,
those
you
in
can
the
just read up on the
chat.
patch
So
notes,
please
right?
read up on the patch notes.
Yeah. So you can always check out the schedule there to have an idea of what modes, special modes that they're shifting around. So not all the modes that they're taking on and putting back in, but some of the special ones they are. I guess that's the purpose. The purpose for it is for testing and to kind of funnel the activity into that for feedback and such.
Well, I get it. The thread, the Spectrum thread that had the word schedule in it has schedule. Okay, that's it. Okay, thank you, Conrad.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had to mess with you on that one. So yeah, thank you for the Arena Commander Spin schedule. Yes. Now last week was the Endless Vandal Swarm, Free Flight, and a Duel. And like I said, this week is the Tank War. Oh, they call it Tank. They didn't call it Tonk. I'm disappointed, CIG.
I know,
You missed an
right?
opportunity. So yeah. Oliver, you interested in any of those modes? Any of those hold your interest?
I like a good battle royale, so for sure I'm gonna go. Especially now with the schedule allowing us to start now October 1st with the Tank Royale. I'm gonna head in and try it out. Definitely.
I think what Oliver Zark needs is that mode where that feature where you can jump in as a spectator, just being in the ship. That way he
that'd
can
be
make his
amazing.
reports and those things
Yeah.
while someone drives the tank. And yeah, that would be really cool. So that he
Put
can
me
use
in
all
like
the
a little ship above, and I can like
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
If they added that like one spot for a ship to hold as a camera over a Tank Royale, that'd be
That
amazing.
That would be cool.
Cool.
So DK, you have any experience in Arena Commander in 320 so far?
I not yet, but I do. I'm just like like Zark and Kalrati. I kind of want to jump in there. Tank Royale sounds so interesting, and I think this week will be a good week for I think we'll see groups of people going in for sure to play around. I think there's some really cool stuff in there. Arena Commander is now really really important. I think in just the development of the game itself, and I think there's so much fun stuff to do now that they've these new updates that it makes it a very viable place to go to play if you don't have a whole lot of time, and if you don't want to log into the game and get your take the train and the elevators to get your ship and and all that stuff. You could just jump into a match in Arena Commander and just go to town and have fun for a half hour or 45 minutes and then be done, and I think that's what it brings to the game for the PU, and I think it's really cool that we have that, and it'll be kind of neat to see if if they make it into like a mobile. No, I'm kidding, a mobile game, but you can play Arena Commander in your phone while you're on the bus on your way to work.
Oh my god! Maybe a really expensive Surface Pro, maybe.
Your Steam Deck, whatever. But
no, what you can do is you use a Chromebook, but you use a cloud service to play the game.
Yeah, like what is it, Shadow PC or something like that. You're gonna do and play Arena Commander in your commute to work.
Actually,
but
I suppose
that
cool. that may be compatible with a phone. I'm not sure. It's hard to imagine playing.
Actually, it is. No, Shadow PC you can work on. You can work on mobile devices. It's not very latent.
I wouldn't recommend it.
It's awful.
You have a donation update.
Yeah, what would be better, playing it on a Shadow PC on your phone, or installing Star Citizen on a mechanical hard drive? That's a toss-up. Oh yeah, let me tell you my experience.
We crossed.
We got it. We got it.
Woo!
45,
Right.
10. So let me see if I can find the people who donated.
Thank you so
Kavion,
much.
thank you. I already thanked MaidenAriana. And Sarge, what'd you say? Sarge Pubby. Okay, Sarge Pubby, thank you for the $50. Appreciate it. So yeah, we can do our giveaway for the Air and Space pack. So let me find it. I'll get it started real quick. Meanwhile, let me talk
Sage
about my
Parlor.
experience with Arena Commander. I tried to go in on Saturday before I went on captain table, but I didn't really have a chance to do much, unfortunately. In space, even though it's at 5,000 votes, it's it's $4,500. So yeah. Oops, forgot to copy and paste so I can get the right thing. So yeah, I didn't really get a chance because my joystick is dying on me, unfortunately. So hopefully in November I'll be able to get a new I'm want to get the SKB premium left-handed joystick. But I'm gonna wait till after CitizenCon to to try to get it. So that's why I haven't had a chance to play Arena Commander yet. I went into the free fly a little bit, but it wasn't a good experience on my old 2014 joystick, unfortunately. All right, so up next. Oh, go ahead. What'd you say? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
So, a certain man
He's
called
here.
Karate.
That's just shut up.
Let me
He
get
tell
this
me
thing up.
that past a certain number post about 4,500. He tell me, hey, Grimex brethren, I needed to show up here. So
Max is in the house.
yeah, boy. What is he seeing all here?
It's crazy
JawaSparky,
seeing you, Grimex. How you doing?
I would like to introduce you to Grimhack Bedouin. I gotta change the name.
Hey, ZarkMedia, what is he seeing, man? I hear good things about you.
Oh, cool. You seem like a very nice person yourself.
Yeah, don't mind Mahana just scratching, down here, don't mind it. But yeah, it's good to be here, everybody. Karate just take a break, he just going to do something there, so he just asked me to just chime in, So thank you everybody who donated to St. Jude. It's a good cause, right? Carry on fast, cat brethren.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much.
Grimex in the house, folks.
Unfortunately, the giveaway is not. I'm gonna run it, even though it's not doing it properly. But yeah, just to get it. But let me change the title real quick. Instead of 5,000, it's 4,500. Yeah, not 45,000. Yeah, 4,500. So
45,000
to start.
Do you need me to work on it, Fast Cart? I can do it if you need me to.
I started it. The subscriber wouldn't move for some reason. So yeah, I got it started.
You're okay?
It
All
is.
right.
It is live now.
Okay.
All right. So yes, that is Arena Commander, and we're almost at the top of the hour. But yes, we'll give it like 10 minutes for people to join. Exclamation point ticket to join. Remember, members of the Soul Team are not eligible, so don't put an exclamation point ticket if you're a member of the Soul Team. It's letting you know. That includes Grimhack Bedouin. Okay. Let me change that.
Wait, so I can't get free thing?
No, you can't.
I'm not part of the Soul Team. What kind of victimization is that?
You have connections, so your family member related to a member of the Soul Team. So
I don't have connections. I have affiliations, brethren.
Alright, I changed their name to Bedouin. I'm too late.
What is that? What is brethren? Chad, what is brethren?
Oh man. Okay. How do you spell your name? It's Grimhack.
Brethren. Chad, correct him for me there.
Is that right? Veteran?
Oh yeah. Woo, okay. Lord. let me just go ahead with the giveaway. Let me just go.
Oh my God! Thank you for making an appearance here on here, man, and making it worthwhile for people who have donated so far to participate. So we appreciate it. Thank you.
We
Oh
might end up
man!
hitting more goals. We might end up getting more of them. More of
I
the
know, right?
players come walking
So,
in.
Where'd you look at Luck G, boy?
Well, Lock G's back in the storeroom back there. He wanted to come on,
no,
but I
so
told him,
we are nearing the top of the hour, but I just want to get into our thoughts about the Fury LX. And since you're a guest here, Grimheck, what are you feeling about the Fury LX?
Hey, the Fury LX is nice luxury. You see, when I want to go from Stanton to Pyro fast, right? Even though it can't really use any jump drive, that is the kind of thing I just like. The only thing is that it don't come in gold, and that is my problem. So CIG work on that. You see that kind of skin, the kind of gold skin. I want some Fury LX Gold or Fury GX. Call it that.
GX.
the gold edition.
All right.
Exactly.
Zark, what are you feeling about the Fury LX?
I like it. It's the racing variant, right? I just saw the commercial just before I joined you guys. Now, it looks really nice with the carbon fiber. I mean, they really caught that whole. I like what they done with Mirai. It's a really nice brand, and the Fury LX really takes the Fury. Not my favorite chip or anything, but it takes the Fury and adds like something really nice to it. Of course, it has to be a racer as well, not just a little TIE fighter. It looks great.
All right, cool. DK, how you feel about the Fury LX?
I like it. I like the Fury series, period. I think there's just cool ships. Like just the style of them, the little TIE fighter style look. But there's just something about small, fast, and agile. It kind of reminds me of, I think it was in another chat we were talking about it before, and I said it kind of relates to like a Mazda Miata in a sense of racing. It's that it's light, it's fast. It can tear you down in a corner, but come straight line speed, you might get caught up by a Mirai Razor or something like that to catch up to you real quick. But coming in the corners, you cannot stop the Fury because it's so agile. And I've flown it, and I want to fly it again. I'll have to get it in game when it does come out. And I bought the paint, of course, but I want to get one just to have it. And I think I might end up collecting racing ships because I think those racing ships are just so cool. There's something fun about racing ships, so I have a feeling I'm going to end up with a collection of racing ships at some point in time. Now that is getting more into it becoming more of a thing in game, and I kind of want to start getting into racing a little bit too, just to because I race Forza and stuff like that before, but I haven't done a lot of racing in Star Citizen, and I kind of want to.
Whenever Commander first came out in Voice Attack, I first got Voice Attack. I did a bit of racing. I haven't done it recently. Like I said, the aforementioned problem with the joystick. I haven't got the Fury LX. I have the Razor LX, so that's my racing stuff at the moment. I do have it. I haven't raced much recently, but hopefully I plan to get back into it, especially with the Arena Commander update. So
Yeah. Yeah.
So I asked this earlier. Do you think the Fury LX will get nerfed?
Yes.
Why would it be nerfed, DK?
Well, see, here's the interesting thing is that, and this was a discussion in someone's thread. I don't know if it was, but the master modes in the way that it works with ships like the Fury and the Archimedes and whatnot that don't have jump drives, and how that's going to work with those ships that can get higher speeds, sub jump, are able to maintain higher speeds in racing. How's that going to work with those? Are they going to nerf that? Because it's probably they'll definitely nerf the top speed. Thank you. They'll nerf the top speed. They might not nerf the agility as much, but then they'll nerf the top speed. I'll think.
I
they'll
mean, it
keep
doesn't
it
have
just
weapons, so it may
below.
not.
Well, I mean, as a racing ship, it doesn't need it. Unless, but of course, we were talking about the G12 with an EMP. Maybe they want to have a weapon on there or some kind of defensive mechanism, to do something crazy. But yeah, they'll nerf the top speed, probably most likely a little bit. Nerf the SCM speed or something just to give it a little less of an edge over there, say a Razor or something like that. I think it'll still be able to handle as good as it already does.
So I'm going to close the giveaway. Give it another 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, and close. Grim Hex, you want to give us a countdown from 5 to give us a winner?
Let me do this. All right. All ready? Let me go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me see who the winner is now. Let me go.
Firewire.
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 That's a nice name, man.
Firewire. You have to comment in chat to. Hey, he said, "Oh, cool, Firewire bug."
Listen, was quick with that boy.
You're the winner of the
Congrats.
Space Pack. Congratulations! I'm going to mark this as complete.
Awesome.
Turn up this thing. So great.
Thank you, everyone, for the donations for getting us there.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for that, DK. All right, so that is taken care of, and now I need to put your name in here, so I don't forget. Firewire Bug, please send an email to soulcitizens with an S on the end, soulcitizens@gmail.com with your RSI email address, so we can get that to you. Yep. Okay, you won the Space Pack. And I think that's about it for us. We're at the top of the hour. Griffin, are you ready to take over? Or you want me to
Yeah, can you no, I'm gonna jump in with you. Give me just 1 second. I'm trying to set up for the next giveaway so that we'll be all good to go when that happens.
Meanwhile, while you do that, I'm gonna drag down Sergeant Graham.
Yeah, you can bring Grim down. DK, thank you for stopping in.
I'm gonna step out, and then I'm gonna step out and grab some food, and then maybe I'll come back.
Well, okay, if you want to come back, let me know because I don't want to change.
Not for this trip.
Oh, for later.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna grab.
No problem. Cool. All right.
Thanks, everyone. This is great. I will see you. I'll be in chat, and I'll see you guys here on stream in a couple hours.
Absolutely.
I tell Lucky, say what you seen though.
Oh, Grimex, are you sticking around?
No, Grimex is out of here too. He's back later.
Yeah, I don't go. Hey, I don't make some deals down here if you know what I mean, right? But hey, let's stay cool. Donate to St. Jude, right? It's a good cause.
That's right.
I'm good. Go check it out later.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Grimhex.
Yeah. Talk to me.
We hit that $10,000 mark. I want you to give away that gold shirt with your signature on it. Okay.
All right. Okay. That sounds like a plan.
Autographed Grimhex shirt. All right. If we hit the 10 grand.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah, we could buy you another shirt if we hit 10 grand.
All right, don't worry, man. I have plenty of this. It sounds like a plan. Don't worry. You go link.
All right, I'll be back.
Yeah,
See
right.
you all later.
Yeah. Zark, hang tight. We'll be right back. We're just going to change channels. And yeah, that's about it. You guys give us 1 minute as we did before. We're going to swap out here with the controls. So don't go anywhere. We are going to come right back on live in probably 30 seconds. We just got to switch computers. So DK, I'm sorry, Fast Cart. I think I am ready.
You think you're ready? Okay.
I'm trying to look at everything to make sure I'm ready. All right, we are at $4,560. You guys are amazing. That means we are only $440 away from the $5,000 giveaway, which will be a CCU'd Polaris. The first capital ship CIG claims that they're going to be pushing out, and you'll be one of the first ones to have one. So.
With LTI.
With it. No, I don't know if it says LTI. This is a CCU.
Oh, no? Oh, my bad. My mistake.
Did our donor say it was? Because it's up to our donor. I don't know.
Okay.
We got to see what he says, but he's here. We'll talk about that in a second about our donor. But
okay.
Yeah, let's get ready to go ahead and change. change this.
You good, Griffin? 'Cause I'm about to hit the button.
I'm about as good as I can get. Yeah.
All right,
As
so
soon as I see you disappear,
we're
I'm
going to
gonna
switch
go.
over. People on YouTube, you may have to
Reload.
refresh the channel or go back to our main Soul Citizen YouTube page and get the new link. So I'm going to hit the button right now.